Hey everybody, welcome. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, your vegan cult leader and cult member. Welcome guys. Thanks for joining me on my weekly Friday 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time live stream. And VLAM, I saw you they're saying you thought there was no stream tonight. You came an hour early. Yes, us here in the United States, we have this thing called daylight savings time. And we turned the clocks back. We fell back last Sunday. Forgot to mention that Friday, actually. But anyway, I'm glad we're all here. And there's some talk this might be the last time the United States, or at least California, observes daylight savings time. I mean, we're going to try to make that permanent. So we'll see what happens. It's just a pain in the butt. I haven't adjusted yet. I'm still waking up and going to bed at the old time. You know, I'm getting up an hour early. I remember in the past, it usually takes me like a few weeks to adjust, which is cool. I have some things where I need to actually be up a little earlier than normal in the morning. So this is going to work out just fine for me for the next week or so. So anyway, maybe it's just being old. Maybe it's because I'm vegan. Veganism is debunked because I always have trouble adjusting to a new, daylight savings time change. Anyway, good to see y'all. Good to see all our, or most of our happy fam joining in already. The happy fam are our channel members, aka vegan cult members, and good to see you there, Peter, our sole moderator for right now. How's it going, Peter? You went to a Remembrance Day for animal victims of war today. I thought I saw you say something. There's something like Remembrance Day in Canada, and we don't have anything quite like that other than maybe Thanksgiving, the day where you give thanks and gratitude, but yeah, nothing so much of a Remembrance Day. So that's cool, huh? That's good to see. I see Fu is doing good today. Did you have trouble today, Fu? Are you doing all right? Did you pass out in your yard from heat or something? Hope you're doing good out there in warm Florida. It's cool out here, guys. Let's see, I'll tell you exactly what it is right now in Fahrenheit. I didn't have to go that far into my app here. 61 degrees at 6 p.m. That's pretty cool. You know, it's gonna dip into the mid 40s tonight here, so that's pretty cool. You know, people think it's all like the tropics here or something. No, we it's not like 80 degrees every day like it is in the tropics. You know, it gets hot in the summer and a little cool in the wintertime. You know, a little too cool to be outside, say in your swim trunks or something like that this time of year. Yeah, 61. I mean, it's cool in the house here, I mean, it's not like, I don't have to wear shorts all the time now or anything like that, like I do in the summertime. So, yeah, let's see what's going on here. Manila. Wow, spiritual psychotherapy. Wow, I don't think we've had anyone from Manila or the Philippines watching in quite a while. Awesome. So, sounds like you guys talking about some blood test stuff. Yeah, hopefully you saw my blood test videos that I put up, 2 days ago? Yeah, it wasn't yesterday, a couple days ago. Hope it got you guys thinking about stuff. I've seen all sorts of weird comments about my blood test. It's weird how people trip out on them, good and bad. Sometimes people just bring up irrelevant things. They want to let me know some other guy who's not vegan put up their blood tests and they're good. It's like, cool, I didn't say that was impossible. I'm just sharing mine. I didn't say, hey, and if you're not vegan, your blood test will suck and you will die. I didn't say that, So I'm sure someone will cut that out and use that, just that little bit I just said right there. And look what Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan said. Yeah, but let people know I said it in jest and sarcasm. Summer weather there in Hong Kong. Well, you're in the tropics, V, right? Isn't it pretty much like in the tropics, like always around the same temperature? Just the light, the amount of daylight changes, but it's always roughly like, in the same, like, pretty much temperature range all the time year round. Let me know if I'm wrong, because I have been to like Hawaii in the summer, spring, and winter, and it was pretty much always the same. Sundus. What is Vistopia, Sundus? Let's see, Johnny, how's it going, Johnny? You've worn sweatpants in the middle of summer heat in Florida. Wow. Yeah, Florida. Doesn't Florida stay pretty warm year-round too? Maybe it gets cold for a week or two or something. No, very humid. Yeah, that's typical of the tropics, right? Or is it more humid than normal? But yeah, tropics usually pretty warm all year and humid most of the time. Wow, Johnny, yeah, now you'll have to wear a military uniform in Florida, especially in the humidity of Florida when you're back home. Wow. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Wearing just big clothing, like long sleeves and long pants and maybe a jacket too in Florida heat. Wow. Yeah, I guess militaries weren't, Western style militaries, I should say, weren't developed in, the tropics. They were developed in like England and Europe and stuff like that. Yeah, you are young, Johnny. Carry on. You should be able to do it. People like me and Fu, if we were to wear clothing like that, march around in Florida humidity, especially me, since I live in a very non-tropical place, I would probably pass out. Hey, Adrian, cool. You practice medicine and interpret lots of blood tests. I enjoy my videos. They are accurate. Cool. So yeah, that's why I said in my blood test video, I wanted to make it clear. I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to say this is how you should read a blood test. I'm just going over a few basic markers. Basic things like, like protein, B12, things that a lot of haters, anti-vegans love to just say vegans are all deficient in whatever. But yeah, I'm not a doctor. I'm going to leave the interpretation and readings up to my doctor, who I've still yet to meet with. She ordered the blood test, and I'm going to meet back with her in a few weeks because there's a few other tests we're going to do beyond blood tests. I'm going to get everything all together, meet back with her, and get her opinion and figure out what's up with me. So yeah, everything looked good except, my freaking LDL. I don't know what happened. A few years ago, maybe 4 years ago, started creeping up over 100, and no matter what I do, I can't really get it below. And I ate pretty well before my blood test. I did go to Disneyland 3 days before, but I remember just trying to minimize what I was eating there. That's really my only regular source of encountering something that's higher in saturated fat than I would like to normally have. They have some Beyond Burger products there, like little, I don't get the burgers, but there's like little bits of Beyond Meat and stuff, like little, it's like a Hoppin' John. That's the main, it's like beans, but they have little bits of Beyond product in there, or Impossible, I'm sorry. And I do eat more nuts and seeds now than I did in the past. And I notice when I have like pistachios, there's like, what is it? The saturated fat is like 8%. The RD recommended daily allowance. So I'm going to talk to her about that because I've heard vegan cardiologists say nuts and seeds are cool despite the saturated fat content. So I want to see what's up. And I've had people. Anyway, I don't want to speculate too much right now. I'm going to talk to a professional in a few weeks, and I'll report back to you guys. So greetings, everyone. Sarah, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad the World Series is over. Houston won, right? Am I correct there? The Houston Astros beat the Philadelphia... God, I know the basketball team's the 76ers. The Philadelphia... In football, it's the Eagles. What is it in baseball? It shows you how I really know not much about... Philly, what is the Philadelphia team? I know you guys are laughing at me because I'm so baseball challenged. The Phillies. The Philadelphia Phillies. Okay, I guess I knew that. I forgot that. Yes, I do go see baseball once in a while, Major League Baseball. The past 2 years, I went to one Angels game. Once last season, once the previous season. The Philadelphia Phillies. Adrian, Disneyland makes everyone's LDL go up. Yeah, vegans and non-vegans, huh? Your body makes it after hearing It's a Small World after all. I thought, I was listening to one of Dr. Bellardo's, she's a vegan cardiologist, one of her podcasts, talking about how saturated fat can raise your LDL levels in your blood for like 3 days. So I figured, okay, I had to go to Disneyland on Monday. I had to go because we were having a power outage here. So we went there to get away from it all. A planned power outage, upgrades in the area. Anyway, that was Monday, and then my blood test was Thursday. So I figured by then they should be back down. And I remember Angie ate a few things here that I said, I shouldn't eat that. I'm going to just chill. So I kept it real. I kept it honest, but still, it was over 100. So again, this is why I went to a vegan cardiologist in the first place, just to get a professional opinion on, as opposed to me just speculating and going to my general practitioner who doesn't really know. It's really, that's not his specialty. Poor Johnny, you're not used to being in normal, non-military society anymore. Well, enjoy it as much as you can. The military changes you. I hope it doesn't change you permanently. You can't come back to being, regular, your old self. Because you're a good person. I wouldn't want you to be totally a different guy. Sirloin, yeah, you can totally wear one of these, any of our shirts. Yeah, totally. Yeah, even if you're vegan or not vegan, I'm not going to come out and police it. If you want to be a vegan cult member and not be a vegan, that's totally cool. Oh, even your significant other noticed that change. Huh, Johnny? Interesting, huh? Let's see. Cool, I see my Streamlabs bot is working today. Awesome. I checked right before the live stream, and somehow God comes down from heaven and goes into my Streamlabs and turns my bot off sometimes. I don't know how it happens, but I turned it back on, and we're rolling with my Streamlabs bot. What's that, Peter? Zac Efron is doing another season of Down to Earth with Zac Efron. Oh, that's that show where he goes around and eats a bunch of crap. I don't want to watch it. I have no interest in Zac. I mean, I have nothing against him. I don't think he's like a horrible actor or a bad person. I've never been like into his acting or his movies. So yeah, not a thing to draw me and Angie in. Macho super hetero, I hope you can comment here. Hey, you're not that guy from last week. What was his name? His name started with an A or something. That we spent like an hour telling him we can see your comments. If that's you on another account, yes, you can comment here. We can see your comments. Macho super hetero. So if you have something to ask away, but don't ask if we can see your comments, because the answer is yes. What's that, Adam? When you started veganism, I had to tell myself I was vegan, even though I was not. I wanted to be vegan, but I'm vegan, and brain would say, no, you're not. I'm not sure if I understand that, Adam. You're vegan. You're ethical vegan, I assume, but your brain is saying you're not a vegan. You just have to tell yourself, hey, I'm a vegan. I think it's wrong to exploit animals, and that's how I'm gonna roll. Hey, Switzerland, happy healthy life. Great. I'm glad a few people are up late tonight in Europe. I know I usually come on a little too late for Europeans to watch me. And you guys should be asleep. What was it, like 3 in the morning there or something? Well, we did fall back. Maybe it's 2 in the morning. Oh, that was ANCAP that was not able to comment last week. Yeah, how could I forget? I mean, I said, yeah, the name started with an A. So is that you there, Macho Super Hetero? Are you ANCAP? Just type in your comment and we will see it. VLAM, just fed your mom's dog some steamed carrots and she loves them. Oh yeah, dogs usually love stuff like carrots, yeah. From Wales, hey Sundus, hell yeah, cool. I'm glad you guys in Europe are staying up later. Maybe you guys aren't on this dumb daylight savings time thing that we have. Do you guys even change your clocks out there in Wales and Switzerland? Do you like spring forward and fall back? If you don't, then I'm on an hour earlier right now than normal. So great, I'm glad that makes it easier for a few more people in Europe to watch. UBF belt holder. Tom Likas loves his channel. What do you mean Tom Likas loves his channel? Why would Tom Likas, the former radio, I guess he streams now on the internet. But anyway, why would Tom Likas be watching this? He's, last time I checked, definitely not vegan. And, I don't think he'd like this live stream, even though I guess my live stream is a little bit like Likas 101 without all this, sexual, what's that word I'm looking for? Misogynistic kind of stuff he does. Anyway, ahoy, angry vegan. 2 a.m. out there in Wales. I'm part Wales, Sundus. You'd never guess it, but my great-grandfather's last name is Morris, and he came here from Wales. So I forgot what the math would make it. I'm like maybe 1/8 or 1/16 Welsh or something like that. So I hope to one day go to Wales and visit my homeland, and I want to go visit that place from that 60s show, The Prisoner. You guys probably all know what that is in Wales. I want to visit a few castles and, just go and just visit and explore. Peter, wait, James Osby. Are you talking about James Aspie, the guy that did that 1-year vegan vow of silence and then did that crypto, I don't know if scam's the right word. I think that's what Foot Soldier described it as. Okay, James Aspie's back now on social media. He had a serious back problem and got hooked on opioids. Really? Wow. Yeah, I mean, I know, if he's like, that was it OxyContin? That's, you know, that was prescribed, you know, as, hey, it's an opioid, but this one's different. You can't get addicted on this one. That was a bunch of nonsense. Yeah, Fu Manpu. Tom Likas, I believe, is still alive, but he's not on terrestrial radio. You have to like pay. Go to he has a website. You remember his old saying, "Blow me up, Tom." Yeah, I think it's blowmeuptom.com, and you can go there and subscribe. But I haven't done it. But I listened to Tom Likas back in the '90s, a little bit in the early 2000s. Yeah, probably. I think I probably heard him first in the '80s. I'm pretty old school. Hey, Uncle, how's it going, Uncle? Oh, Uncle, you put some flowers on grandmother's and grandfather's in-law grave today. She would have been at her 97th birthday today. Oh, Uncle, you're so nice. Ah, oh, that's sweet, Uncle. Yeah, we have yet to, we need to visit some of our family's graves soon. I'm really bad about that. Welsh are good peeps, vegan Wesker. That's good to know. Are you from out there by any chance? Yeah, someone asking about my age. Yeah, Sarah's right. I am 55. Let me see if I can find a question. Oh, Johnny, talking about how the military can change you. Yeah, you haven't been deployed into combat or anything like that, fortunately, right? I said, the thing is, imagine what people go through who went to, like, say something that's horrific, like as Afghanistan for a year and a half, or did 2 tours, right? Several tours. I had someone tell me after they got back, they felt detached from society after being in combat like that. And I just pray and hope, Johnny, like you're gonna not have to experience anything like that, you know? Because yeah, I'm sure what they said there, yeah, 100%. Yeah, everyone hit that like button. Oh, thanks, Spooky. I don't know. I think I like I'm in my 40s, maybe. That's what usually people guess when I'm on the basketball court, you know. Sometimes they say 30s. Yeah, you know, once in a while I get that. You know, usually think I'm in my 40s. They definitely don't think I'm in my 50s, let alone halfway to 60, you know, in my 50s, 55. Fu Man is 57, but doesn't look a day over 82. Awesome. Graven Baby, hey, how's it going out there, Graven Babies? If I want to visit my dad's family, I just break out the Ouija board. Wow. Oh, your dead family. Okay, wow. Yeah, I used to mess around with the Ouija board a little bit. That's interesting, for sure. Yeah, Rose Hills, too. Me, Sarah, that's where I got a lot of family at, Rose Hills. Amongst 2 different Rose Hills, actually, here in SoCal. And I need to get out there. Let's see. Let's see. Was someone though? What'd you think when you're asking about my age? Did you have a question for me? If you want to, like, or just we're curious how old I am, because yeah, I'm not your age of your average like YouTuber or TikToker. I'm another generation or 2 older than that. But here I'm still keeping it together, so I can still keep making videos for you guys. Yeah, I got family at both of them, the Whittier one and like the one in the Valley. I don't know what it is. Over at Burbank, I guess it is. Kind of by Disney's corporate headquarters, not Disneyland. Sarah, you're 50 and usually get pegged for 40. Yeah, that's kind of how I roll too. In my 50s, usually get pegged for low 40s. Fu Man, you look like death. You look pretty good in that lobster pic that you sent me, but it was a Xerox or a printout from a color printer, so it wasn't that crisp or anything. I couldn't see like fine, detailed resolution of your face, which was far away, and you had a mask on, so you look like, you know, not like you're 80 or anything like that. Uncle, am I still keeping up with technology? Oh yeah, this whole room is one like supercomputer of sorts. Yeah. Yeah, I'm totally keeping up with technology. Peter, you're gonna start doing some dumpster diving? No way. Like, tell me more about the motivation for that. Tell me the pros and the cons of that. Wesker, you're not from Wales, but been there and it's very beautiful and people are nice. Okay, that's what you meant. So you've been there and you saw that the people are very nice in Wales. Cool. Hopefully they'll be cool when I tell them I'm a Morris. Even though that's not my last name anymore, but that's what my great grandfather is. You know, he's a Morris. Graven, you look on your feet. I doubt that. Peter, yeah, I told you Twitter, I'm just kind of on the fence. I'm just kind of waiting. Like, Zuckerberg's pulled a bunch of bad crap and haven't deleted mine. But I threatened back a couple years ago, I hate Zuckerberg. I'm going to Twitter. Now I'm not too excited about Twitter and this complete crap storm that's been going on there. Every day, every day there's just, it's just dominating the news headlines with all the crazy stuff he does every day. And I'm not too excited about Musk either for many reasons. So yeah, I'm definitely I'm kind of thinking he might just destroy it really quickly, because he even told the employees at an employee meeting yesterday, I believe, that bankruptcy was a very real option, one he doesn't really hope to face, but I mean it could happen. So the way he's going, I could see Twitter not being around by the end of next year, depending on what happens. I mean, I don't know if you guys are into finance, but he bought Twitter under a leveraged buyout, which means that the money you pay to the people who owned it, at least some of that money ends up on the debt of the company. So he gave out the guys that own Twitter $44 million, and about 12 million of that was debt that Twitter now has. They didn't have it before. They had like only $1 billion of debt. Now they have $13 billion of debt, which means they have about $1 billion of interest to pay on that debt every year, which means like Twitter is already doing, not that great financially as far as being profitable, and having an extra $1 billion that you have to just hand out to the bank every year for your interest payments. That's going to make it even more challenging. Plus, a lot of the brain trust that ran the old legacy code is gone. So if the site breaks down, they might not have anyone there that really knows the intricacies of their complex and old code. So who knows? Who knows if Twitter will be around? Yeah, it's a dumpster fire right now. Every day, it's just a complete like clown show. It's like. Oh man, I could make this a whole episode about all the weird things and dumb things I've seen happen with Twitter for the past week, but we'll keep it focused on something else, like veganism and stuff. Tammy AI Tamamo, what advice do I have for someone who wants to start to go vegan? Oh, congratulations for even having that thought, Tamamo. And I would say make sure you're in the right place. And I would say eating, make sure you have food figured out, because it's not that different, it's not that weird, but it is a change. There's no denying that. If you weren't vegan before and you switch to a vegan diet, there's a change there, and you need to make sure that you're eating meals that are balanced and going to get you full, because that's often what makes people not want to be vegan anymore. They might have the ethical beliefs, but they're going, I'm hungry all the time. Well, you're probably not eating enough food, or you're just not eating enough diverse meals and plants. And that's one reason why we wrote our books, like the Happy Healthy Vegan cookbook here. This is our food diary. I mean, this is working for us. This is, these are the foods we've been eating for the past 4 or 5 years, day in, day out, and we're doing fine. We're not deteriorating and falling apart. Blood tests are doing fine. My health and athleticism are doing well. So if you're interested, let me take you over to our website where we sell our books. And here we go, happyhealthyvegan.org, and you can get an ebook of that. You can get a print book. We'll sign it. I just took some to the post office the other day, but we'll very gladly sign it for you. Yeah, you can get the ebook, download it immediately, or get the print book. Let me give you a coupon code. Not a coupon code, I don't have it. Let me give you the link to our store. And I mean, not to say we're the only source of good information as far as meals go. There's others, but I know this works. We've been eating this way, like I said, for years. Whole food plants primarily. Make sure you just have some good go-to meals. Every day shouldn't be like landing on Mars. No Elon Musk pun there, but every day shouldn't be like landing on Mars. You should have a couple go-to breakfasts, a couple go-to lunches, a couple go-to dinners, where you don't have to really think that much. Every day shouldn't just be like, whoa, what am I doing? So you just need a few go-to meals to just rely upon. So anyway, let's see. Let's see, Peter, about dumpster diving. You're connected to a vegan dumpster diving group, and they tell me about places to get perfectly edible, thrown out free food. Wow, this just sounds so risky, you know? I just not comfortable myself taking on that risk. But if you have people that know what they're doing, maybe it's cool. I'll let you come back and report on that one. Kind of curious. Wesley, wow, after eating a week of starch-based, you're finally not constantly having cravings for animal products. Great. Sounds like you're getting full. That's one great thing about starches. They'll fill your belly up and, not make you hungry. I mean, you not be hungry. That's a lot of new vegans say, oh, I love being vegan, but I'm so hungry all the time. No, eat. Get full. Don't undereat as a vegan. In fact, maybe overeat a little bit at first just to make sure you get enough food. Seriously, you don't want to undereat. That's like one of the most common I don't want to say mistakes, but just misjudgments. You're not sure if you're full. They think, maybe I'll lose a little weight when I go vegan. No, it's not a weight loss diet. You can lose weight on any diet. Just make sure you eat enough. Figure out what you're doing, but don't make it a weight loss program. Wow, Peter, I didn't know that. 40% of all the food produced in the world is never consumed by anyone. Wow, that is sad. Wow. Yeah, Carl, there's some good advice. Yeah, if you get hungry in an hour, hey, just eat some more. Plants, vegan food, especially if it's low in fat, has fewer calories per volume of food. So yeah, you might need to put a little bit more food in your belly than you think, just to get full. Because yeah, there's typically a little less fat, and fat has more calories per volume than carbohydrates and protein do. Yeah, beans fill you up. Speaking of getting filled up, guess what I had for dinner tonight, guys? Or lunch, I should say, right before coming on. Not right, like an hour before. Angie made me the Rick Rubin special once again. Yeah, she adds some steamed broccoli or fried, puts it in, I don't know how she makes it. She makes some broccoli with it too. So it's not just tofu and brown sauce. So it's a little more, balanced than just what Rick Rubin had there. But the Rick Rubin special is becoming part of our like weekly go-to meals now. Cool, yeah, Tamano, awesome. You try to volume up. Cool, yeah, just don't go hungry. That's the most important. White rice isn't bad. Just eat any rice. You're not going to get diabetes eating rice or anything like that. I eat white rice. I eat brown rice. I eat like a black wild rice. I eat all kinds of rices. They're all good, So anyway, yeah, just eat up. Don't be starved or anything like that. And that'll set you on a nice path, and just learn a few go-to meals. Like I said, you can try out some of our recipes or someone else's, but yeah, I can vouch that ours will get it done for you. Yeah, black rice, brown rice, I've never met a rice I didn't like. So, I haven't seen any other questions I missed there, guys, for me. I'm not seeing any. I never found that person that was inquiring about my age, but thank you all for answering that person. Linda, can you show us my car? That'd be a little hard. It's out in the garage and my camera won't make it out to the garage. Love doggies. Your sister has low vitamin D. Kind of curious how other people that live in her household's vitamin Ds are, because vitamin D is usually like most strongly associated with the amount of UV light you're experiencing. So yeah, are you getting outside, and do you live at a latitude where you can get good ultraviolet light exposure from the sun? So yeah, I mean, I know meat eaters that have issues getting vitamin D. Like friends I have that live in Portland, it's further north, not much sun. They're taking vitamin D supplements. People in the United Kingdom, right? Wales, are you still watching from Wales there? Are you taking a vitamin D supplement? Yeah, vegan or not? But yeah, not an uncommon thing. Considering, most of us aren't outside just soaking up a bunch of sun. Particularly in the wintertime when the sun's rays are even weaker, they're not as far overhead, directly overhead. They're weakened by being lower in the sky. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical doctor, so I don't want to tell you how to interpret your blood test. But yeah, mine usually go like 30 here in the United States is like the cutoff between what they consider okay, like sufficient and not sufficient. Mine are usually in the low 30s. Sometimes they go to the upper 20s. Yeah, I would just recommend, as a non-doctor, just take some kind of supplement if you're low. I'm sure that's what your doctor would recommend too. Let's see, I thought I saw our Welsh friend. Where were you there saying you didn't get much sun? I saw that out of the corner of my eye. There you is, sundish. You don't get much sun. You're in Wales, right? So yeah, further northern latitude and, clouds, right? So yeah, imagine most people in the United Kingdom would need a vitamin D supplement or, probably, I'm guessing a lot of you guys would probably be vitamin D deficient, whether you're vegan or not. Let's see, Sarah, you don't get much sun or eat fortified food, so you supplement the vegan D3 and your levels are in the low 40s. That's cool. Yeah. Mine were in the, 32.7 on my last blood test, which is fine. That's what they often are without any supplementation. But the test before that, they were 28. So yeah, I started taking an occasional vitamin D 3 supplement, and yeah, got it up to over 30 again. I don't think I've been out in the sun that much to raise it, so yeah, supplements seem to work. Peter, what's this video you want me to check out? Oh, Macho Super Hetero wants to get on the poop wall. Why is it hard to understand that animals don't have rights? So you're saying, Macho, animals don't have any rights? Like here in the United States, animals have rights. You just can't go and beat an animal at random to death or anything. Animals have rights, even a non-vegan country like the United States. And I assume most countries in the world, you just can't do anything you please to any animal. Animals do have rights. Just on the most basic level, they do have rights. Even from non-vegans, animals are granted rights. Not all the rights of a human being or personhood or anything like that. But even on the most basic level in non-vegan governed countries, animals have rights. You just can't go outside and light animals on fire. You just can't do that. So nice try, Macho Super Hetero. Peter, Ken Berry is saying he was wrong about veggies. Whoa, I got to check that out. What made him change his mind? What was he? I forgot. Refresh me, Peter. I'll watch the video. But what did Ken Berry? What was his old position about veggies, and what's his new position? And what position? And what made him change his mind? I assuming he was saying don't eat veggies; they're bad for you, or something like that. You're gonna die. And then now, veggies are cool. I'm curious. What happened there? Well, that's your belief, Macho Super Hetero, but what country do you live in, Macho Super Hetero? Because I bet you the country you live in, if you went outside and found a cat or dog and decided to do something really cruel to it, like start hitting it with a big baseball bat or stick, you can go to jail. You can go to jail for animal cruelty. If you locked your dog in your car on a hot summer's day, you could go to jail for cruelty. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can't do to animals because they do have some rights. You're saying they have zero rights. I'm saying even non-vegans agree that animals do have rights. Wait, is the other way around? Oh, so Barry is saying no, don't eat vegetables. That Ken Berry guy was saying vegetables in the past. He was saying vegetables were cool, eat them, and now no, don't eat vegetables. They're horrible for you. Really? Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, Peter. Yeah. Carl Baum, many places have laws about not keeping animals on a leash outside unattended. So there, an animal has a right to not be tied to a pole, unattended, which my neighbor did like 20 years ago. I called the police on her for doing that. Are you tired, Johnny? Is the military keeping you pretty active and tired there, Johnny? I'm glad you can pop by still, being in the military and all. I know that changes lifestyle for everyone, but good to see you, Johnny. What's that, Graven? What about the stupid woman that killed a husky puppy and skinned it because she thought it was a wolf pup? She's in deep crap. See, You can't do that. You just can't go and skin a puppy. But this super hetero dude thinks you can, but you can't. I mean, you physically can do it. Most times there's not someone there to stop you if you're in private or something like that. But if you get found out, you're in trouble. Well, tell that to the judge, macho super hetero. So if you go out and skin a puppy because it's your God-given right, you think, because animals belong to nature, whatever that means. If animals belong to nature, don't humans belong to nature? Anyway, tell that to the judge. Go out and I'm not telling you to, but if you happen to go out and skin a puppy or hit a cat with a stick and you get caught, tell the judge. See how that goes for you. Like, hey, the judge will say you're in violation of Civil or Penal Code 39.1, blah, blah, blah. Say, hey, animals belong to nature, judge, so F you. I was about to do the middle finger, flipping off the judge, imitating what super hetero macho would do. Just see how that goes. You don't have to flip the bird at him, the eagle, but tell the judge, he or she, tell the judge that animals belong to nature. End of story, and you want your case dismissed. So see, then come back and tell us how that goes. That your argument to the judge that animals have no rights. I tell you. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get that link.
Hey,
I remember
Ryan, just supporting the channel again. Also, I made painting of you while anticipating the stream. Care to look at it? I'm a bit rusty though.
Avi, thank you for your super chat tip there. And let me see, I know I've had trouble in the past copying and pasting. Like in my program here, it doesn't let me copy the text. Let me see if I can pull your comment up in my Streamlabs app here. Let me see here. I'm looking in here. Hopefully this will work out. I've never been able to pull this off before. Recent events. Oh, here we go. Let me see if this will work. Ooh, yeah, copy link. All right, aha. I'm glad I used my brain to its best powers there. Let me see what you sent here. Okay, there we go. There we go. There's what Avi just sent me here. Thanks for supporting the channel. Also made a painting of me while anticipating the stream. Care to look at it? I'm a bit rusty though. Let's see. Yeah, you kind of got the hair pretty good there. Yeah, I don't think you got the Asianness of my eyes. I look pretty non-Asian, but it looks good. It looks good. You nailed the hair, and you kind of got my proportions pretty well too. The face shape, yeah, my shoulders, and also yeah, good job there. Good job. Yeah, I love it. I'm just saying, I don't think I'd look all that Asian in there, but other than that, I'm quite impressed. Yeah, if you ever do another one, Avi, yeah, please let me know. Thank you so much. Much appreciated there. Let's see. All right, so what I missed there? Korpchuk, is seitan a fake meat? No, it's not a fake meat. It's a food you can eat, like sort of like you would eat meat. You can put it in like a burger or something like that, make a burger out of it or whatever. It's not really a fake meat. I mean, it's not like a Beyond Burger or Impossible Burger or something like that. Yeah, it's wheat gluten. So, but you can make a burger patty out of beans, you know? I mean, are beans a fake meat? Of course not. You know, I wouldn't classify seitan as a fake meat, but yeah, old school like hippie vegan and vegetarian restaurants often have seitan burgers and, you know, stuff like that, you know, where you're not putting the dead animal in, you're putting seitan in, but it doesn't make it a fake meat. I mean, you know, if seitan's a fake meat, then beans are. Let's see that picture of me again. Let's see that one more time. That's cool. I like that. Thank you so much, Avi. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, maybe they need to look 10% more Asian, as Wesker says. Just a hair more Asian, and you're close. You're getting really close there. Fu is doing good work. Let's see what Fu's doing here. Let's see. Yeah, coconut meat, if anything, huh? We got a troll here. Where's the troll, Peter? Which one? Is it Macho? Macho, you're violating some rules here. So let me just quickly show you the rules. We don't allow poop flinging. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's go to poop wall and the rules here. And let's look at rule number 3 here, macho hetero. When trying to debunk veganism, which is why you're saying this stuff, right? Unless you're just like blurting random stuff out because you're a bop. Anyway, I'll only discuss one of your claims at a time. Don't keep bringing up new claims. Don't keep throwing poop on the wall. That's what you're doing, flinging poop on the wall. You'll be timed out or banned. So I appreciate people coming to this channel to try to debunk veganism. That's cool and fine. I invite you, and I'm being cordial and nice, but you just can't keep flinging poop on the wall. So if you want to throw something out at us, I'll let you put one more claim out there. All right, if you have one more thing you think why veganism is debunked. So we just told you, just recap, you said animals have no rights, and I disagreed. Even non-vegan countries have laws on the books where if you're cruel to animals, skin a puppy, will go to jail. You'll get in trouble at the very least, So anyway, even on the most basic non-vegan level, animals have rights. Like I said, tell that to the judge if you go out and decide to hit a dog with a club. Tell the judge, hey, animals don't have rights, judge. And the judge will say, yep, you still broke the law. I don't care. So anyway, let's see, Wesley, do me and my partner abstain from caffeine or alcohol? I don't drink caffeine. I wouldn't say I abstain. Abstain means to sound like sounds like you want to do something, but you don't do it. You're using willpower, and I just don't like caffeine much. Yeah, like Angie enjoys coffee, and sometimes when she gets a really tasty one like a latte, that's what she says they're called. She says I enjoy lattes and things like that, but I never go out and buy one on my own. I'll just have a sip of hers and go, tasty, especially if it's in the morning and I'm hungry. But other than that, no, I don't really drink caffeine, be it soda or anything. Alcohol we'll have once in a while. We're at our favorite vegan restaurant, which has our favorite vegan margaritas yesterday, but we didn't have any yesterday. We were thinking about it, but we didn't, So yeah, we have alcohol once in a while, and Angie will enjoy coffee on a more regular basis, like, near daily sort of thing. Okay, Super Macho, I'm glad you don't care about laws or authorities. So are you done with this animals don't have rights? If I've answered your question, I said animals have rights. Even if you disagree, there are laws on the books that will send your ass into jail and or prison if you do certain things to animals, which means they have rights. You just can't look at them and say, hey, nature owns these things. I'm gonna skin it alive in the middle of the street or in the mall or whatever. You just can't do that. So, do you have anything else you want to say? Like any other argument against veganism? Because we're done exploring your animals don't have rights thing. Which, if you really believe that, you'll end up in prison. So, if you have anything else you want to share with us, if not, yeah, you can go check out another live stream right now. Yeah, in the mall. I mean, he believes he can do whatever he wants, right? Sorry, he thinks animals have no rights. They're like paper towels. You can throw them in the air, do whatever you want with them. Chop it in half, paper towel, cut the roll in half, cut the animal in half. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. You can do it in the mall. You can throw paper towels in the mall. You can throw dead animals in the mall, right? That's what he's saying. You can do whatever you want. Oh, what makes a regular margarita vegan? No, the restaurant we go to is vegan, but I don't think they do anything special. I think margaritas are already vegan. They don't do anything special. It's just a really, really good margarita, really delicious margarita. But yeah, it's nothing vegan, more vegan about their margaritas than any others margaritas. Let's see, Peter. Actually, in the case of Nick and Amy, the judge favored the animal abusers. Yeah. Because technically they were trespassing or something like that. And in Macho Super's case, he would be breaking the law in whatever the statute is where you shouldn't slice an animal open in a mall or something like that. Yeah, humans are animals too, by the way. So yeah, you could say I killed a guy. Tell the judge, Macho Super Hetero, I killed this dude, but humans are animals, and animals belong to nature, so therefore humans belong to nature, and there's no laws or rights, and we can kill them all, right? Yeah, not all alcohol is vegan, Michelle. Absolutely right. Particularly wines. Search on barnivore.com if you're getting a wine. But yeah, margaritas, especially at this all vegan restaurant we go to, all the alcohol there is vegan. But yeah, it's hard to find a non-vegan margarita. Macho, you don't tell me what to compare. Yes, you can compare humans with animals. You can totally compare humans with animals. Let's see. Animals have a brain and a head. Animals have brains and a head. Animals have 2 eyes. Humans have 2 eyes. Oh my God, I just compared an animal to a human. Holy moly. Wow, an animal has an arm. A human has an arm. Oh my God, I compared animals and humans. Holy moly. Animals are born from a mother animal after getting pregnant from a male animal. Same thing happens with humans. Oh my God, I compared animals to humans. Holy smokes. Oh my God, I'm breaking laws here. I'm breaking laws of logic and physics. Oh my God, I just compared animals to humans. Oh my God, what else can we say? Animals have blood and bones. Humans have blood and bones. Oh my God, I compared animals to humans again. Oh my God. Graven babies. I thought technically ants are considered, or insects, which ants are considered animals. Technically, if you look at the definition of animals, it kind of blows my mind. But yeah, I think technically, if you ask a scientist or biologist, ants and insects are included in the animal kingdom. Am I wrong, guys? Correct me if I'm wrong there. I'm not. That's not my area of education or anything like that. Yeah, Fu Manpu, let's do some logic here. All humans are mortal. Socrates was mortal. Therefore, therefore Socrates is. Wait, I'm getting. All men are mortal. Socrates is a man. Therefore, Socrates is mortal. There we go. Almost messed up the most basic example of logic there. Embarrassing. And your neighbors are beasts. Yeah, Fu. Now, there's another common denominator there, Wesley. Humans and animals both react to avoid pain. Yeah, both animals and humans typically don't derive pleasure from feeling pain. Unless you're some like sadomasochistic human. Yeah, you might, ooh, that feels good when you whip me or something like that. Animals, no. So if you have anything else you want to share with us, super hetero man, whatever, tell us. Yeah. But other than that, if you're done exhausting this train of thought, thank you. That was fun, and we're gonna move on. All right. Thanks, Carl. Yes. Ryan. Yes. Kingdom and Amelia. We're talking about insects. Thanks for verifying that for me. Yeah, it's just hard for me to grasp that, but I'm sure if I talk to a scientist, they'll say they have all the equipment, they have like a brain or whatever, it makes them animal, whatever the defining essential characteristics are. Yeah, Angry Vegan, humans and non-human animals are same in more ways than being different. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, Peter, and this person that we're talking about here, this super hetero macho man, and if this person doesn't abide by our wishes here, our rules, one of our 2 moderators will gladly, with pleasure, time your ass out and just kick your ass out of here if you come back and still exhibit the same behavior that you were timed out for. But yeah, again, you can be non-vegan, come here. I invite non-vegans to come here to be civil, be cordial, and tell us why you don't like veganism. Totally cool. I'm totally fine with that. In fact, I enjoy that. But if you're going to be a jerk or just throw out, oh, I eat meat, that's not a debate or an argument. Yeah, Uncle, I just heard about Gallagher when I was on Facebook earlier. Yeah, Gallagher, the comedian, right? Is he a comedian or a magician? Wait, it's been a while. I remember the name or Gallagher from like a long time ago. Like seeing videos when I worked at like Music Plus, like in the 80s or 90s. Sundus, macho man, hetero man. That's the guy's name. I was just trying to remember his username. I'm just, all these words are coming to my head. Super macho hetero man. What was his name? I don't remember. What's your views on gender roles? Look, I don't think I have anything weird about gender roles. I'm just trying to remember the dude's name. Hey, Samuel Humans are animals, so all emotions and sentience are shared in almost the same manner. Yeah, it's universal. If you take a newborn human baby or a cow or pig baby away from its mother, there's going to be some trauma for the baby and the mother. Just one example there. I'm not saying that's the only thing, but yeah, it's just one example there. Cool, Michelle. Love these live streams. Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. I love doing them as well. Hey, mi comunidad vegana. Buenos noches. You did caps? I'm sorry, mi comunidad, if our Streamlabs bot just like spanked you there. I'm sorry that I do have that turned on. No, all caps. Oh, Sundus is asking macho super hetero. Yeah, I don't think she was asking me. I should have. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't have any weird views. But yeah, macho super hetero sounds like that. This person, assuming a dude, has some really weird identity issues. Like, oh, I must always constantly strongly identify as male, and if I don't, the whole world's gonna collapse or something like that. Oh, your caps lock was on. Totally fine. Totally cool. I just have that no caps thing because 9 times out of 10, if someone's leaving an all caps comment, it's a troll saying something really stupid. But yeah, sometimes, 1 out of 10 times it's not that. So I apologize. Anyway. Vegan Corey, oh, did you come to the live stream because you left a comment and I told you to come here? I do not understand why animals eat meat. I hate. Well, I mean, not all animals eat meat. Just letting you know that. Not all animals, either in captivity or in the wild, eat meat. Some of our largest, most like strong bitchin' animals eat plants. All plants, like giraffes, rhinoceros, elephants, gorillas. I mean, so not all animals eat meat. Not every animal is a lion or tiger or something like that. Anyway, I do not understand why animals eat meat. I hate when animals eat meat, just like I hate when humans eat meat. So, Vegan Core, are you trying to tell me that that like giraffes and stuff and elephants and rhinos, you're cool with them? You want them to just keep doing their thing in the wild, but are you saying like the lions and tigers and bears and eagles, do you want to do something about that yourself? Do you feel it's like your responsibility to go out there and shoot the lions and tigers and bears and eagles and coyotes? Is that what I'm hearing from you, Vegan Corey? Let me know if I'm understanding your comment correctly. Well, Carl, a psychologist that specialized in helping zoo animals, greatly influenced you to go vegan. You helped you realize that animals are more complex than we ever thought. Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Peter? People are weird. A restaurant in Canada called Tim Hortons found bugs in their soup, but they are perfectly fine with the chickens in their soup. Interesting point there, huh? I guess people see bugs as being gross. They perceive bugs as being gross, not to be eaten. Most people, yeah, there's this new movement of people wanting to eat bugs for protein, like you can't get protein from plants. But anyway, let's see, Lalinera, how do I manage time with preparing food and grocery shopping as a vegan? It's no different. I don't think we spend any more or less time. It takes us just as much time to push your cart through the supermarket to put beans and potatoes and rice in as it does to put non-vegan stuff. And so the going to the store stuff is no different, like zero difference as far as time. Preparing food, I don't know, it's maybe quicker. I don't know, I haven't cooked meat in like well over a decade. Doesn't it take a long time to make meat and stuff? I don't know. I don't think we spend an overabundance amount of time doing either of those things. Can I give an example of how often we prepare food? Yeah, well, we prepare a meal right before we eat it. We just make it. Like Angie spent maybe half an hour. We put some rice in the rice cooker earlier today. 20 minutes it's a pressure cooker. The rice was done in 25 minutes, and that time frame, Angie was able to get the tofu going, make some sauce, and get some vegetables. Yeah, 25 minutes. Lunch served. So yeah, easy. Tofu came from a package, vegetables from the produce aisle. I don't think it takes any more time to be vegan than non-vegan. What do you guys think? Does it take less time maybe? But yeah, back to the person that doesn't like the animals that eat meat, thinking she might want to hunt them or something like that. That's not too vegan. But yeah, angry vegan. Animals eat meat for survival. Yeah, a lion, tiger have been programmed by billions of years of biology, or millions of years, I should say, not billions, millions of years to survive in a certain niche in the ecosystem, and by their biology has adapted over those thousands and thousands of years to eat certain foods. Yeah, I don't think a lion or tiger in the wild is gonna survive just eating like how a giraffe does, or eating like a rhinoceros does. They have different systems, and that's not any fault of theirs. A lion didn't wake up and say, hey, I want to have this certain kind of biology that's different from a giraffe's. No, it's just what they were born with. So if you, I don't understand how you could hold that against them. They had no say in that. That's how they are designed by nature, by evolution. But yeah, everyone cooks a little differently. I say annoying but morally consistent. Saying I usually do a big meal prep every Sunday. I'll cook up some grains, beans, prep all the fresh veg and fruit, also make a few sauces. Everyone has their own way. Some people like to prep a bunch of food for several days, be it if they're vegan or non-vegan. So whatever systems you have in place right now, if you like to just make food as you go like we do, or you like to prep ahead of time like Annoying but Morally Consistent does, you can do it. Either way, it's going to work out for you. Yeah, good point, Wesley. Vegan meals typically easier for cleaning up, less scrubbing, greasy pans and stuff. I agree with you there too. What's that, Fu Manpu? You refuse to shave in solidarity with Sasquatch. What's going on with Sasquatch? Do we need to like send Sasquatch some love right now? Let's see. Sarah knows many oily vegans though. Where's our person that didn't like the lions and tigers and eagles and coyotes and wolves? Where is that person? You just came here and said your thing, so I want to know more. Please tell me more about your position, or why do you feel that way? Are you gonna do you hate the lions and tigers and eagles, and you hate them or something like that? Tell me where you're going with this. Yeah, John, besides, yeah, look at the balance of ecosystems. Yeah, I'm not a biologist or an ecologist, but besides, predator animals bring a highly necessary balance to Earth's natural ecosystems. But hey, some people want to kill them all. And some of these people happen to be vegans, which is really interesting and frightening at the same time. Yeah, angry vegan. Vegan food doesn't have salmonella poisoning, huh? Wild zebras, average lifespan is 20 years. All right, cool. To be strong as an ox, you need to eat what the ox eats, and that's plants, right? Oh, Dan, let me know if you know of anyone that makes any vegan tom yum, like the Thai soup, tom yum kai or something like that. Jen makes, hey Jen, how's it going? You make food in your crock pot that I eat on your breaks all week. I supplement with fruit, rice, oats, and granola. Let's see, VLAM, you accidentally went on a 16-hour, 8-hour fast while on the night shift and you dropped 2 pounds. You're already underweight. Please send help. Oh, you got to eat some more food there, V. Maybe don't do any more running or something. But yeah, you got to chow down, sounds like. But I know what you mean. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, work schedules can make eating in the intervals that we want to eat at a little more challenging, for sure. Let's see. So we're not hearing any more about the person that wants to hunt the predator animals. I assume you want to hunt them, right? Let me know. Maybe I'm reading something into your words that you don't have in your intentions there. So let me know if I'm understanding you correctly or if I'm misunderstanding you. Are you one of these vegans that believes we should go and hunt down all the predator animals? Which, wow, if that's the case, yeah, you're on the wrong channel. You can go join those extremist people's live streams and fantasize how you guys are all going to go out and shoot all the animals as vegans, you know. Uncle, are there many Thanksgiving recipes in the cookbooks? Yeah, I think there's some good side dishes. If Angie comes on tonight, let's try to remember. If we see Angie pop on, she might be on. Sometimes she comes and pokes around to see what's going on, but if Angie comes on, ask her right away, Uncle, if you see Angie pop in the live stream. She knows her book, the recipes very intimately because she spent so much time writing and editing those books. I kind of forget after a while. Who just popped up? AJ Vintage. Hey AJ, how's it going? Vince, the cult members are here today. I gotta make a special one that says leader for me, vegan cult leader. Just a one-off shirt for me. Yeah, VLAM, if you're having trouble being underweight, yeah, go on a processed vegan junk food diet for a bit. Yeah. I mean, just for a short time. Yeah, your saturated fat and cholesterol might not be too like ideal, but if you want to put on a few pounds in the short term, maybe so. Let's see. Yeah, angry vegan. That's my argument I give to these vegans that think that vegans should go hunt down all the predatory animals because these predatory animals are killing and eating animals. So I'm going using that same logic. Why aren't you hunting down humans? Why aren't you killing humans? Because that's the reason, that's the justification that these hunting vegans are giving for killing the lions, tigers, eagles, and bears and wolves, because they eat animals. And I go, so does my mom. You gonna hunt down my mom? You gonna hunt down my 85-year-old mom and kill her because she's not vegan? I mean, just because like a bear is not vegan. Anyway, who started this whole predatory animal thing? I'm not speaking trash or anything here, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it originated with Dr. Avi, but he's the one that spread it to, like, say, Ask Yourself and Vegan Gains. Again, I'm just trying to state these things as objectively as possible. I'm not throwing shade, but I'm not saying anything controversial. It's a well-known fact that it goes back to somewhere. Most people got it from Dr. Avi. And I think Dr. Avi's right on some things. I'm not saying everything he says is wacky. In fact, I've often referred to him for to settle what's the general medical consensus on an issue, like say oxalates. I get his opinion, but I think he's way off on this particular one. And I've talked to him about it too. I'm not just throwing shade. I had a conversation with him and Ask Yourself, a private conversation where we discussed some of the philosophical, logical, consequential problems of their point of view. So I'm not like speaking behind their backs or anything like that. I'm very, very open about my when I see some just like crazy problems with their theory. Yeah, if I believe it went from Dr. Avi to Ask Yourself and then to Vegan Gains, and it went out from him because has the biggest social media following of all those. It went out to a bunch of people. But, maybe Avi got it from someone else. I don't know. But it definitely didn't start with Vegan Gains. He's just the one that brought it to the masses on YouTube. Yeah, I'm not throwing any shade. If you guys watch this live stream, hey, I like you guys. You guys are cool. I'm just trying to recount the steps, the order of how this idea got spread throughout the vegan community. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reporting here. And I can disagree. I have the right to not agree with everything that Dr. Avi says. It's like I don't agree with everything that, say, Angie says. Just life. Yeah, it starts with what's known as a trolley problem. That's their argument. It's based on a trolley problem. And trolley problems are fine. That's how we explore things. I use a version of a trolley problem to explore what it'd be like if I were, say, on a desert island. Would I intentionally kill myself if there's no food? Would I die of starvation? Or if there was some like honey or mollusks there, would I eat them? That's a version of a trolley problem. Thanks, Allison. I try to be honest here and try not to start drama and crap, because that's not why I wake up every day. Like, gee, what motivates me to make vegan YouTube videos? Drama. Like, not. You watched Joe Rogan last week, Fu Man Poo. What were you thinking? Hey, Trolley, Travis, I called you Trolley. I was reading you're talking about Trolley. So, hey, Travis Trolley, how's it going, Travis Trolley? Uncle, are you talking about the wheels on my chair, or is that a lyric from an Eagles song? Not sure. Maybe neither. So anyway, it sounds like we lost our vegan kill all the predators person, right? Did that person go away? Because I saw them comment on one of my videos. It said, hey, just come to the Friday live stream. We can talk about it. And he or she just threw that weird kind of cryptic comment out and just pieced out on us. You know, I thought we were going to have an honest discussion about it. Sarah, you just had some Beyond Jerky and they kept burping up the taste of meat. Oh, wow. I had it one time. I thought I ate it on the live stream a little bit too. I didn't remember having the burping meat kind of problem. So anyway, Samuel, so what do you think? The most moronic subject ever is the predator issue. I agree. That's just ridiculous. It's speciesism, anti-nature, and to bring the end of all life on Earth. It is the most important system on the planet is the predator-prey factor. And there's just so much wrong with it. I don't know if none of these guys are like biologists or ecologists or wildlife specialists or anything like that. They're not trained in these things. I wonder if they ever got the opinion of someone to someone who's trained in these areas I just mentioned there, say, what would happen? Because I've heard vegan gains try to say, oh, you can remove the predators, it'd be fine. Well, that's your opinion, but you didn't go to college, let alone specialize in those things. You're not throwing shade, just speaking objectively. Right? Did you get any experts, people who are credentialed, have experience doing research in this area, agree oh, you can remove all the predators, things will be fine, no problem. I really doubt that. If I were a gambling man, I would wager a lot of money that if you remove all the predators off the planet, some really horrible things would happen. Yeah, maybe in a few areas it'd be cool. Maybe here or there might be all right. But for the whole vast majority of situations on this planet, most locations, it would be really bad. Sarah, what's that? You got cruised by a gym grandpa today? He was so cute. I told him he still got it, lol. What is cruised? I'm not familiar with that term. I can take a guess there, but educate those of us who are not totally sure what being cruised is. Checking you out or something, or is flirting with you or something like that. Curious. Hey, Han Solo's cousin, how's it going? Good to see you. How you doing there, Han Solo's cousin? Wow, you've been a happy fan bestie now for 6 months. Wow, I can't believe it's been 6 months out already. Wow. Thanks everyone for being happy fan members with us all this time. Ogold, okay, that's what being cruised is. Ogold. Awesome, Sarah. Cool, yeah, cool. Keeping it together in our 50s, huh, Sarah? Awesome. He was flirting with you. Right on. See, I thought I missed an interesting comment there. Let's see. I guess I did not. I thought there was something relating to our discussion there. But I see people reacting to Sarah being cruised by the gym grandpa today. VLAM, so can we stop addressing this utter nonsense of killing predators already? I know, those knuckleheads have zero knowledge in ecology, and agreed. Yeah, Dr. Avi, he seems like a great dermatologist, and if I had dermatology issues and lived in his area, I would strongly consider going to Dr. Avi to, take care of my dermatological needs. But if I wanted to have someone give me a risk assessment of what would happen in an ecosystem if all the predator animals were suddenly removed, the consequences of that, he would not be my go-to on that. Just saying, no disrespect or anything. That's not his wheelhouse. He has no education in that. I would rather go to someone who's experienced, degreed, credentialed, and works in the field of wildlife ecology to actually give a risk assessment. Don't listen to mine. Don't listen to his. Don't listen to Vegan Gaines or anyone. I shouldn't even mention Gaines' name because he's been blocked from our channel. But anyway, yeah, it's just amazing how people think that they can sit there in their armchairs at home and do a little Googling and figure out what would make these bold statements. How, No, nothing will happen. Everything will be cool. I know everything. No, you don't. You have no knowledge about this stuff. You're just making a totally uneducated guess. Hey, Han Solo's cousin. Yes, I agree with you. Thanks for the super chat tip there. Yes, listen to Han Solo's cousin. If you're not already, go vegan, everyone, immediately. Let's see. Grandpa's missile of love. Let's see. Anyway, wow, thinking out loud. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's nothing like scarring on your psyche or anything there. Joshua Rosevere, what are my thoughts on Dr. Avi's whole food, plant-based, heart disease, reversal, denial? Well, actually, my cardiologist, Dr. Danielle Bellardo, I heard her talk about this. Yeah, I would put more weight into what a cardiologist says, again, versus like, say, a dermatologist or some guy that never went to medical school or let alone college's point of view. But yeah, not bagging on anyone who didn't go to college. I'm just saying, if you want to learn about like the intricacies of which studies about heart disease reversal are to be trusted or not, I would take the opinion of someone who works in that field rather than someone who doesn't, whether they're a doctor or never went to school. Anyway, yeah, Dr. Bellardo made some good points that what constitutes heart disease reversal is defined differently by different people, and what she and like say Dr. Avi, best I understand it, define as heart disease reversal is not the way that Esselstyn and others define it. So there's some disagreement there. Here's where they all agree on, and the best I understand this dispute, that all these parties agree that whole food plant-based diet is good for preventing heart disease. Excellent. Great for treating heart disease, heart patient, eat it. They just disagree on what constitutes reversal, and these new school doctors like Bellardo disagree with Esselstyn's evidence. They don't think it's strong enough. They don't think it constitutes heart disease reversal. So, I'm cool with that. If a whole food plant-based diet is good to prevent heart disease and treat heart disease, all right. If it doesn't reverse, okay, whatevs, but it's still pretty freaking powerful. But I think Dr. Avi might be on the right side of that argument there. From what I know, I'm not a medical doctor, but I was hearing some of Bellardo's arguments before, and they seem pretty convincing. Yeah, Samuel, when the wolf was removed from Yellowstone, many of the animals died of hunger and overpopulation. Yeah, but you'll hear other people that didn't study ecology try to say, here's this one example that happened one time in history where predators removed and the ecosystem flourished. So yeah, maybe it can. It's not like nothing in life is a slam dunk, right? Some things are, but it's probabilities. Yeah, it can happen sometimes. Like anything can happen in physics, right? It's not likely, but for all I know, my phone could just start floating up in the air for a few seconds. It's like against all odds. Probably 1 in a trillion, quadrillion Googleplex that'll happen, but it could, But anyway, let's see. Sir, I'm glad the Jim Grandpa thing. I didn't think it was dirty. Yeah, he's just flirting. It was cute. I see older dudes talk to like say Angie sometimes. It's cool. You don't look like a normal girl in the gym. For whatever reason, I attract some different situations. Yeah, people like all different kinds. They probably, ooh, who's this person? She's different. Yeah. Trapped in the Matrix. I could have sworn that VG, the vegan YouTuber that I banned, I could have sworn in his uninformed position or video about it or whatever, he tried to use the Yellowstone information to support his argument. Yeah, again, this is why you should trust. If you want to learn about ecology, consequences of removing predators, look at a specialist in ecology, not someone. Don't listen to my point of view. Mine would suck as much as his probably, because we're not trained. That's not what we do. Why would you ask me or him, a vegan YouTuber with no college, or in my case, no training in ecology, what would happen if you remove predators from an ecosystem? How would we know? We don't. Anyway. Yeah, that's why I banned him. He just says a lot of ridiculous stuff. And if you don't agree with him, he gets all butthurt. His little baby ears can't handle it and wants to debate you. That's his reaction. Oh, I'm a tough guy. You can't disagree with me. You have to do vegan activism the same way as I do. And if you disagree with me, you have to debate me. He thinks that's his way of like, it's like a fight, a mental fight or something like that. It's his reaction. I got to get in a fight and settle this. Like, no, it's just ridiculous. Have a debate with an ecologist. Don't have two knuckleheads like him and me who are not specialists in ecology try to have a debate about stuff we're ill prepared to discuss. That's the scientific part, and just the moral part, like just killing all these animals, which vegans are not supposed to be doing. Anyway, yeah. Produce not pills. Do you even garden, bro? Wow, you're old school. I remember someone was giving us crap before how we don't garden enough. Like we're laughing like, wow, do you even garden, bro? Like vegans have to garden. That was from a couple years ago, at least, probably like 3-4 years ago. Anyway. VLAM, I again, I don't want to like sit here and like talk crap about people, especially ones who I have issues with. But you asked an honest question: is he even trying? What's he trying to achieve? I can't imagine such a strategy helps people go vegan. No, I think he's preaching to non-vegans. He's preaching to the choir. I think he attracts a lot of people who think he's kind of like off, weird. Non-vegans, they like to watch him, I think, because he's so, weird and different. But I think he's trying to preach to a certain group of kind of extremist vegans. The ones that come here and give us crap, and because they're level 5,000 vegans, and we're hardcore vegans because whatever. It's like I think he's trying to preach to this crowd that thinks they're like the most hardcore, respectable vegans, and everyone should be vegan like them. I think that's the kind of crew that of vegans that he and people like him are catering to. Anyway. Fallon Marie, hey, good night, Fallon Marie, and let's just remind us, you've been a member for 6 months, so thank you for being with us from pretty much the start. Macho Super Hetero, hey, are you breaking the rules here? I said, don't keep throwing poop at us. So you accused me of playing the victim. Wrong button here. Macho dude here says, why do I play the victim card? Well, that's your assertion. Give me an example. What are you talking about? What exactly? Be specific. Just don't speak in vague generalities. Give us a very concrete, precise example of me playing the victim card, and I'll respond. But I don't know what you're talking about. Give us an example that we can sink our teeth into, something concrete, and we can discuss it more. But if you're going to just blurt out random nonsense like a bot, we're going to ban you, okay? So VLAM, this vegan YouTuber who shall remain unnamed because I banned him, if I stumbled across his content when you were not vegan, I would easily think vegans are crazy weirds. I think that's why a lot of non-vegans watch him. They just want to see him like explode and go off, Oh, Andy, thanks. You love the hair. It suits me. Thanks. You know me, I'm always messing around. I go back and look at some of my thumbnails and videos I made over the past like 3 years. I'm always changing. It's always different. You never know what I'm gonna do. I'm always just having some fun with my hair. It's cool. Yeah, Galaxy, I'm not trying to like say he's a bad person or anything like that. He just has some weird ideas. Good people can have weird ideas, I think it's a weird idea to want to kill all the predatory animals. I think it's a weird idea to want to kill all the non-vegan humans, because that's the consequence. That's the, that you ask them. I've asked Avi and Isaac and them, that's kind of the idea. They would kill the humans too, but they don't want to go to prison. I think that's really weird, and I think that makes vegans look really weird. Anyway, yeah, I'm just calling out things I think are kind of strange. No, the mustache isn't cool anymore. It's too gray. The facial hair is too gray, and it just doesn't grow good. It's just weird. Like some Asian guys can grow a nice thick mustache. I'm not one. I'm the Asian genetics that has like the wiry Fu Manchu kind of facial hair. So anyway. I actually did try to color my facial hair before, back a long time ago. Probably like a long time ago, maybe the early days of our channel or something like that. It didn't take. Maybe I did it wrong. Maybe my Fu Manchu hair is too wiry or not porous or porous. I don't know, whatever. But it didn't take the color a long time ago. So yeah, maybe someone with more expertise can do it, but it didn't work out when I tried. Indy, am I still dunking? Good question. I was at the gym today and I had no one to play. No one came. So I was working on some jumping at the end. And I think I threw down a dunk. I wasn't filming anything. I didn't have my camera on. I think I got another light dunk in. I'm not sure. That was my only one. All the other times I'm missing, banging off the back of the rim or whatever, front of the rim sometimes. But I don't, I might have dunked today. But yeah, last time I dunked, though, was right after I turned 55 a couple months ago in August. So I always have under my belt here, I dunked at age 55, at least once. And that one time I got it on film in August. A green spiking mohawk. Now I'm cool with my kind of new K-pop indie haircut here. I'm going to rock this for a little while. Just let it grow out a little bit, see what happens. Let's see, Galaxy. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't just say to kill all predatory animals either. I mean, for so many reasons, the ethical issues and the ecological consequences and just how crazy it sounds. Like people aren't going to be on board with that, whether vegan or even non-vegans. Anyway, either it's not really vegan to do so. Also, instead of blanket statements, we would have to consider the implications of an action. Heidi, you're falling asleep? Heidi, well, how long you been here, Heidi? Sorry you're getting too tired. If you gotta go, Heidi, thanks for being here as long as you can. Oh man, Graven, you had a snack of fries. Damn, that's starting to sound good. The Florida came out of you with the fries? No, I have fries too. Sometimes I'll get the I like to keep a bag of the frozen Trader Joe's fries, keep them in the freezer for just random times when I just want to make some food really quickly. Yeah. Yeah, produce not pills. Yeah, that's why there's so many. That's why it's great to have a diversity of vegan activist types on social media. Unlike the guy you're talking about who believes everyone has to do it his way. If you're not, you're a piece of crap vegan like I am, then that's just way too mean and just wrong. I mean, we need a diversity. Not everyone's attracted to such kind of, I don't know what the words I'm looking for, kind of like toxically masculine, aggressive kind of extremist kind of way. Not everyone's into that. Some people do. Some people, yes, that's the greatest thing in the world. And cool, that's who it's for. And some people don't like that. They might like how I'm doing it or how someone else is doing it. We need diversity. If everyone just like him, it'd be a weird, messed up movement. If everyone just like me, it would be a weird, maybe not quite as messed up movement. But you know what I'm saying? We need a diversity of kinds of people out there. Vegan Wesker, he dunks, but into barbecue or buffalo sauce every day. No, Angie's not watching BTS right now. I don't know what she's doing, but she's not watching BTS right now. Yeah, you can get a plate of fries at a vegan restaurant. Even most non-vegan restaurants, you can get a vegan plate of fries. Just here in the United States, don't do that at McDonald's because they use some kind of animal beef product in their fries for some stupid reason still. Not true in other countries though. Okay, Food Man, you're gonna take a pre-sleep dump. Awesome. Amanda, no, I haven't done anything on Yoga Girl. I haven't done it yet because it seems like it's an old story. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Has that kind of like come and gone? People have talked about it. I don't even know who she is really. I'd have to do some. You guys have to point me in the right direction. Should I even bother? It's gonna. my schedule's gonna be weird for the next few days. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get a good video out next week. I'll try, but let me know. Is that ship already sailed? Is what I'm asking. Is it like too old of news? You know, in our news cycle here, the yoga girl no longer vegan. I was thinking about talking about the topic she was discussing. Wasn't it about intuitive eating? Oh, I just follow my intuitions as far as what I eat. I mean, I could talk about that. That's an eternal topic, you know, intuitive eating nonsense. Oh, I'm vegan, but my body said I need to eat a steak. That's what my body is telling me. Even though I'm vegan, I have to respect my body. Is it nonsense like that? That's my fantasy of her kind of BS. Is that, am I right, guys, or am I close, or is that kind of it? Let me know. Ah, you got fries because they were legendary there, Wesker. Okay, Sundus, basically law. That's basically it. Okay. My body. I'm vegan. Ethical for the animals, but my body said it needs eggs. You know, it's like, is that it basically? Wow. I don't have a favorite guitar, Indy. I actually don't have a favorite guitar, to be honest with you. Yeah, I agree with you, Angry. It sounds really weird to say. It sounds like some vegans would say we're being mean about these ex-vegans. No, they weren't vegan. How can you believe it's wrong to exploit animals, be cruel to animals, and therefore live in a way like eating wise where you don't do that, participate in that? Yet all of a sudden, you know, even though I'm doing fine, I'm healthy and everything, somehow my body seems to be telling me, because my body speaks in English or whatever language is native in your brain. My body's speaking to me saying, you know what? You need to eat an egg. Like, how can you be a vegan if that happens? And you listen to that, you know, it's like, what's with that little voice? I don't have my little voice in my head telling me to do stupid things. Mike did a video about intuitive eating. Yeah. Yeah, guys. The red guitar. Indy, you want to see a guitar? I'll pick a guitar. I think I picked this one up last week. Maybe this might be one of my favorites. Maybe this John Mayer Strat here. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It just depends on what day you ask me. Seriously, I like all my guitars, and they all have different attributes about them, different ways of sounds I get, and how they play, different uses for them. Okay, talking about Yoga Girl. Also, she mentioned that she had nostalgia of eating eggs from her childhood. Then eat some freaking just egg, right? If you're eating scrambled eggs, who cares where it came from? I mean, if you're vegan, you should care. I mean, you don't have to. There's the thing. This is complete baloney. I'm calling malarkey and bullcrap on, I'm vegan, but I have nostalgia for eating eggs. Like, it's 2022. Whatever vegan food you enjoyed in your past, it exists now. This was not true when I went vegan in 2010. I've seen the world change in these 12 years, guys. Yeah, you can, if you like when I went vegan, oh man, I'll never have Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia or fish food again. Well, lo and behold, 5 years ago, 6 years, they made it vegan, you know, dairy free, so I can eat that again. You know, any food you want is out there now. If you want eggs, just egg is really freaking delicious and doesn't come from animals. I don't buy it. It's complete nonsense. That's a horribly stupid excuse. Nostalgia. Well, nostalgia is cool, and you can indulge that nostalgia by eating a just egg. Wow. That's the worst argument. Yeah, Peter, I'm with you, Peter. Yeah, my body tells me, hey, Ryan, eat some Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia every day. That's my favorite ice cream flavor in the world. That's it. Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia. My body says, hey, eat it every day. But that would be bad. It wouldn't be that great for my cardiovascular health and raising LDL with all that saturated fat. It'd be horrible for me, especially. So, yeah, Peter's right there. You know, that's what my body's telling me too. Should I listen to what my stupid body's telling me? Hey, Ryan, eat Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia. No, I tell my body, shut up. You know, you want me to die of a heart attack? Stupid body. Uncle, there's some Journey there. No, Fleetwood Mac, my bad. I know that song. I have Rumors. I own it. Foo, what'd you do on the toilet, man? Yeah, we were just talking about Ken Berry, Terry. Peter was telling me how Ken Berry's saying that don't eat vegetables. Apparently that's really bad for you. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, thanks for sending me that link, Peter. Do you have that link again, Peter? If you can paste it one more time. I forgot to copy it when you sent it like an hour ago. I'll have a hell of a time finding it, scrolling back. So if you can send me that link one more time, Peter, of Kim Berry telling the world to not eat vegetables, they're bad for you. Send it to me down in the chat again, and I'll copy it, put it in my web browser, and I'll respond, do another response video to Berry. Yeah, donuts too. Yeah, we stopped by a donut shop last week on one of our trips, so we drove right past it. They're good, really good. Like vegan glazed donuts, expensive, but really good and really super unhealthy for you. My body's telling, eat more glazed donuts, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan, eat more glazed donuts. I'm like, no, you want me to die? Okay, cool, Peter. Thank you. What's that, Avishi? So basically people with pica are intuitive eaters? What is pica? Oh, and of course, Dr. Berry didn't cite one study. Yeah, can he cite not only a study? Can Berry cite any health organization anywhere in the world making a position statement like "Do not eat vegetables"? They are bad for humans. You can't find any medical group of health professionals saying that. It's just his stupid opinion. That's why I say don't listen to individual people. Don't listen to me. If you're looking for advice on what to eat, is something healthy or unhealthy, don't listen to me. Even a medical doctor, don't listen to just one person. Find consensus out there. If you can't find the scientific consensus, look for position statements from organizations of health professionals, not like a group of health professionals, like two shirtless carnivore doctor guys on Facebook. No, we're talking about real, honest to goodness professional organizations that have thousands of members, hundreds of members at the very least, and see if they're willing to risk their the credibility of their organization by making a statement like "Do not eat vegetables, you will die" or something like that. Oh, Peter, cool, you got me the link there. Awesome. Let me go grab it. One second here. Let's see. Copy link. Awesome. I see what went wrong here. One sec.
Hey guys, welcome to Forward. We're a new type of doctor's office that's providing preventive.
Okay, let's just check it out for 1 second here. I'm quite curious now. Let's check it out here. Okay, let's see. I was wrong about veg. All right, let's just check it out for 1 second.
I was wrong about eating vegetables. Back when I made this video back in December of 2017, I still fully believed in the magical nutrition found in vegetables and fruits and other plants. Since then, after 4 years of deep dive research into human nutrition, human physiology, and human medicine,
deep dive research,
I discovered that I was wrong about the magic in plants.
Magic?
I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician.
Who says there's magic in plants?
About what I've discovered in the last 4 years when it comes to eating lots of plants. So this video that I made back in December 2017, I talked about 7 low-carb vegetables that at that time I thought you could eat as much of as you wanted and still realize all of the potential health benefits of a proper human diet. I found out in the recent years of deep research that you may just not be able to eat that many plants, and there's several reasons for that. And in this video, I'm going to go through those.
All right, I'll check it out. This is crazy. I want to see if he has any what studies he has. I want to see what studies he has, and can he find any health organizations coming out proclaiming "Do not eat vegetables"? I would love to see this. I mean, it would blow my mind. So if he had anything remotely like that, so I'll check it out. And I guess I got a video to make next week. So thank you, Peter. How old is this video? Let's see. 1 month ago. Okay, cool. It's recent enough. Is he high or incredibly stupid? We will find out, VLAM. I will watch the rest of the video and I'll look through it and see what evidence he has. Because, you know, my scientific hero, Carl Sagan, is known for saying extreme claims require or demand extreme evidence. So if we're going to say something pretty radical like this, like eat no vegetables, even though you always hear you should eat your vegetables, if we're going to say no, everything you've heard in your life about vegetables is wrong, everything you've heard in your life about vegetables is wrong, you better have some damn strong evidence rather than your just opinion. So let's see what he's got. Maybe so, Grave, and maybe he just doesn't know how to cook. But he says people can't eat plants. I gotta see this. Indy, I don't know how I get my K2. I've never had a blood test for K2. Macho Super Hetero, you're back. So, do you have a question? I don't know what you're talking about. Love for you, whatever. Do you have a question? Is that your question? Do you have a question about veganism? Is it something you want to share or state? If not, we already answered your question earlier about animal rights. You might not be satisfied with our answer, but we explored it in a lot of depth. If you have another question, I'll let you ask one more. But if not, I politely ask you to come back next Friday, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You have a whole week to think of a new thing, unless you have something ready to go. So the ball's in your court. Let's see what you want to go away. Totally cool. If you have a new question, a serious, honest question, cool. But if you're just gonna like throw weird comments out and annoy people, we're not gonna tolerate that. All right. If you just want to lurk and be cool, well, I'm cool with that too. I just expect civility in my live stream chat. Because this is my house. You come in my house. You're in a lot of people's homes right now. It's a safe, fun place for us all. We don't allow people to run through the chat uncontrolled, just speaking nonsense. So, yes, I'm in love with my wife, Angie. Who's asking about that? Did someone want to know what's going on with me and Angie or what? Lol. That's your reply there. It's just lol. Alright, so anyway, you going, Foo? I'm losing it. Gotta go to sleep. My thoughts will be of hetero. Hope Mrs. Pooh is wearing pants. Good night. Be good. No, the guy Macho said I'm in love with him. Why would I be in love with some random, faceless troll of who knows what age they are or what their appearance is? I usually like people for what's inside them, their mind and their heart, and everything I've seen from Macho is not my kind of thing. Not to say Macho is never going to find love or anything. He's talking about food. Okay, I'm just speaking about me. I'm sure Macho can find the right person out there for him or her. But yeah, not doesn't seem like my type right off the bat here. Good point, Angry Vegan. Huh? I'm not even going to repeat that, but good point there, Angry Vegan. Wesley's telling Macho to go sleep it off, huh? Let's see. All right, so I must have missed some stuff there. So if you haven't got any more questions, just ask it again, or something you want to tell me and I missed it, just ask it again. I'm just kind of like not being very effective at this particular moment. So let's kind of start a new blank slate here. We'll go for it again. Orion, the Cosmic Priestess. Here's a favorite topic of mine. Is raw veganism even sustainable? Seems like a lot of the ex-vegans on YouTube are raw vegans before they quit. This is an excellent question. And a lot of raw vegans totally misunderstand my position on this. So let me make it really clear here. Great question. Is raw veganism ever even sustainable? I'll get to that in a second, but you're right in your second sentence there. You are right. Indeed, a lot of the ex-vegans on YouTube are raw vegans before they quit, which is why I tell people, if you want to be vegan, like say 3-4 years from now, your odds go way down if you're raw vegan. Is it sustainable? Yeah, I've seen a few do it for a long time, longer than I've been vegan even. It's doable, but it's not as common for people who are raw vegan to like say be a vegan, let alone raw vegan after like 5 years, 7 years. It blows my mind. I'll go back and find people I became friends with like in 2013 on Facebook, and I'll see them now and they were fully raw. I saw them at raw festivals, and then I see, oh yeah, when I quit veganism 5 years ago, like what? Another raw person quits. I didn't even hear about it or her, you know? So it's like, I'm just saying it decreases your odds of being vegan, let alone raw vegan, like 5 years down the line. Yeah, I mean, people can be vegan for long-term, raw vegan. They can do it, but it's not that common. But it's so easy to be vegan for 5-10 years. But a lot of raw people, I don't think we're really all that into veganism. Why would you eat raw? Here's the whole thing. Why would you come to veganism? Because it's an ethical stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. What about that tells you to never eat cooked food? Which tells me they came for some other reason. They weren't here because it's wrong to exploit animals. They were here because they thought, oh, it's magic. If you eat raw food, all these great things are going to happen. You're never going to get disease. You're going to reverse all your diseases. You'll be healthy forever and you'll levitate and all. They came for some weird woo-woo, non-scientific reason that has nothing to do with the ethics of veganism. Nothing. And they did it for a while and they weren't satisfied. Maybe they didn't get the magic that they thought, or they thought it was just too difficult. And then they say, I'll just go back to whatever. Yeah, raw is just like no cooked food, basically. Yeah, fruit and uncooked veg. That's basically it. Yeah, nuts and seeds too. But a lot of raw vegans try to minimize or eliminate all nuts and seeds because many raw vegans, because of people like Doug Graham, are deathly afraid of fat. And, nuts and seeds have a decent amount of fat. Again, yeah, you can be a long-term raw vegan. I know some, and I respect them. They're cool. Well, one's a complete dick. I'll take that back. One I really like a lot. The ones I know who've been raw longer than I've been vegan. One's really cool dude, Chris Kendall. Another one, I'm not going to mention his name. He leaves crappy comments. He's some dude I know from Los Angeles. He leaves crappy comments in my comments. Cool, Christopher. Yeah, you came to veganism as a raw vegan, and that led you to become an actual ethical vegan. Great, awesome. That happens to some people. I should have mentioned that too, Christopher. A lot of times, yeah, people come to raw vegan for some woo-woo magical thing, and they learn about veganism, ethics, and then that's what keeps them vegan. Then you learn you can discard all the raw baggage and just be a regular, non-raw ethical vegan. Allegedly, fully raw Castrina has been raw for 12 years. Yeah, it's possible. Totally possible. I don't know, but it's totally possible. I wouldn't say she's lying or anything like that. It's totally doable. I know people have been raw longer than that. Ulu Wally Blue, you're a fried vegan. That's cool. Yeah, you have charlatans like Graham and David Wolf saying cooked food is poisonous. Like, really? Can you show me the studies showing that people who like steam their broccoli are gonna like lose any seconds off their life? Like, what disease is directly attributable to steamed broccoli? There's none. What disease is attributable to steaming your potatoes? There's none. What's that, babe? A broccoli heart attack. Angie hears me outside the door here. Yeah, like, doesn't happen. Steamed broccoli heart attacks don't happen. Christopher, yeah, exactly. I ate cooked food now. Don't know why I thought I needed to go raw. I mean, I tried it too for a little bit, Christopher, so I can fully relate. I'm not poking fun at raw people. I tried it for a while too, and I realized this is pointless. Like, it's not like I'm better or something. I'm more vegan or have super bitchin' woo-woo health or something like that or anything like that. Let's see. Art by Alex Bunch. I heard about Sun Cafe. Yeah, they used to be raw. You went there the other day. The food is mostly cooked and way better now. Not surprising. I'm sure they do better. Probably they get more customers with not a fully raw menu. Yeah, Peter, I made a video about that nut job, and he is a complete nut job. I forgot his name. You see him, he's the guy, he's like 40 years old or so. He says, look, I'm a 40-year-old raw vegan, but don't I look 25? And you could tell, anyone who's ever used like, Instagram or anything in the past like 5 years knows what these filters look like. They just, the way they smooth your skin out, take all the wrinkles out. And then you see him on another vlog, he looks 40 odd years old, but this one, I look like I'm 20 because you're using a freaking filter. And he said, he said, quote, I'm not exaggerating, I think I'm quoting verbatim, I believe a raw vegan diet can reverse every disease known to man or humans or something like that. Like, complete charlatan. And he makes a lot of money. He has all these people that pay him to talk to him and his Patreon. He's making way more money than I do by lying to people. Not to say all raw vegans are liars like that, but that's what a lot of the more famous or leaders are. They're often just lying to people. That's good, Graven. Yeah, I'm glad raw doesn't conjure up raw vegans for you. It conjures up something else. Donna Love, Marcus. Yeah, Marcus Rosencrantz, that dude, is a raw vegan along with his partner, and they prepare great food. Yeah, I'm not saying it's unsustainable and it doesn't work for anyone. Yeah, I think, is he still raw? If it works for him long term too, yeah, more power to him. I'm not knocking it, As long as he doesn't say a bunch of bull crap like, cooked food is poisonous or cooked food is addicting or, cooked food will give you all these diseases, because that's just nonsense. If he's the kind of person that just wants to eat raw because he likes it, because I understand it's kind of fun. That's cool. If you believe it brings you certain benefits, awesome. But don't try to get on this high horse pedestal and say, all you other guys who are cooking your food, you're going to be sick and dying and stuff like that, because that's just complete nonsense. Speaking of David Wolf, Peter's saying that David Wolf says, under the city of London, there's another city called Londinium. How does one get entrance into Londinium? Do you have to have a secret handshake? Do you have to be fully raw? Like, what are the requirements? And who lives down there? Does the British government live down there? Or do maybe lizard people? Or maybe my fellow relatives from Planet Z-Box 7? Because that's where I believe we're all from, Planet Z-Box 7. And do they all live in Londinium? I'm just having some fun there. Sarah, you're 50 and have been vegan, but not raw vegan for decades. Is death near? Well, if you talk to people like David Wolf and Doug Graham, they say, yes, you're going to die any day now because you're cooking your food. And you hear this bull crap like, oh, you've heard this, right? You tell me you guys haven't heard this. Like, oh, cooking food destroys all the nutrients. Like, oh, really? So I'm just eating like plastic basically when I have broccoli and steamed broccoli and potatoes. It's like I might as well just eat dirt. It's just, there's more nutrients than the uncooked dirt. But yeah, people can stay raw for a long time. Yeah, fully Christina's been raw as long as I've been vegan. I believe it. It works for some people. Some people find a way to make it work, and that's cool. But for every one person that makes it like a decade or whatever, there's 100 others that made a "Why I'm No Longer Vegan" video who are raw. Heft, gotta eat them raw to maximize the nightshade effect. Why, do you have a nightshade allergy? Donna, they love to say cooked foods are bad for you, but you're not going to die because you're still going to continue to eat them. That's going to sustain life. They say, I've heard them say that cooking, I can quote some of these guys too. They say like cooking food destroys all the nutrients. Like, if that were so, we'd be dead. Like, everyone would be dead because everyone's cooking all their food. They say cooked food is addicting. I've made videos responding to some of these leader knuckleheads of the raw movement saying cooked food's addicting. They compared it to being like alcohol or opiates, which is complete just wacky nonsense. Yep, and David Wolf told people that chocolate lines up with the center of the sun and all this wacky stuff. Yeah. But I like raw foods. Don't get me wrong. I'm like a raw foodist every morning in my smoothies, I'm just saying, anyone who's saying that's all you can eat, or smoothies, or just raw food is lying to you, because you don't have to eat that way. And as we've seen, it's quite dangerous to eat that way if you want to still be vegan a few years down the road. As far as probabilities, will you still be vegan? Yeah. organic blueberries from Costco. Sounds like you got a bunch. I should have got some yesterday at the market. I'm bummed. I don't have too many more to put in my smoothies. But yeah, I love blueberries. I freak out. I get nervous when my blueberries or strawberries get low. I get really nervous when I only see like maybe 12 bananas left in my stash. I start getting weird and antsy, you know? I like my fruit, my raw food too. Hey, Don, a good point. Yeah, just because you can survive on some doesn't mean it's good for you. Yeah, I like rice. I like potatoes too. I can imagine, VLAM, imagine a life as a vegan in which you will never ever taste a potato ever again. You'll never have rice ever again. You'll never eat legumes of any kind, you know, beans, tofu, never again. You know, I could never eat mung beans in my khichdi. It's like, imagine, like, why? For what? What do you get out of it? What is the end result of not eating all these delicious and healthy foods? Like, there's nothing. There's no upside to it. There's nothing. There's zero to gain from, and you have a lot to lose. There's a negative that you're excluding perfectly healthy, fine foods from your diet needlessly. Yeah, I gotta head back to Trader Joe's. I still have some more banana bread, so maybe I'll munch it down and go get some blueberries and pick up some more banana bread. I can get some more naan bread too for next time I make khichdi. Yeah, I'm with you, Alex. Why give up your ramen for? Like, what's the point? You know? Yeah, raw food is addictive. I'm telling them, raw food's addictive. Just give me bananas and blueberries. I'm gonna no all day. You know, raw food's addictive. They say cooked food's addictive. Hell yeah, raw food's addictive too. Yeah, I've heard of raw tofu. That's like a high raw thing. Yeah, that's cool. Whatever people want to do. I'm not knocking anything. I'm just saying there's no reason you have to be raw. Unless you have some weird disease maybe. Like John Kohler says he needs to be fully raw, and I respect that. And he's an example of someone who has been raw for a long time. Seems to be working fine for him, and he's not a dick about it. I totally respect John Kohler. I just want people to know I don't hate raw vegans or raw veganism. I hate the deceitful, harmful dogma that comes from many of its leaders and proponents, but not all. Son does high fat, low carb. Oh no, I'm sorry, Sundas. I saw your comment and Streamlabs didn't like the all caps. I'm sorry about that. Again, it happens once in a while that an unintended false positive gets caught in my spams bot thing there. So I'm sorry about that, Sundas. Mushroom stroganoff tonight. That sounds really good. Like noodles with like a mushroom sauce. Is that what that would be, Terry? That sounds cool. And can you send me some? Yeah, Sarah. Sarah, you got it. You got veganism summed up here. Like these raw people try to make it so complicated. You can't eat all these cooked foods and all this stuff. Sarah has it. Just eat the plants and get on with your day. That's it. Just eat the plants. Don't exclude the plants. Just eat the plants and get on with your day. It's so, when you get down to it, veganism is really simple in concept. Don't exploit and harm the animals. And it's so easy what to eat. Just eat the plants and get on with your day. Veganism is not that, like it's not rocket science. Should vegans avoid truffles? They use pigs to find and dig up truffles. Does that constitute exploitation? There's a great philosophical discussion there. I think this is, I haven't really thought about this before, to be honest with you, V. But I've thought about things that are similar to this truffles issue. And yeah, it's my explanation for things that are similar to this. Like truffles, yeah, technically vegan. It's a plant. But there is animal exploitation involved in getting them. So I guess if you look at the definition of food, like vegan food as a diet, it fits that. As far as the definition of veganism as, veganism. Well, let's look at the definition of veganism so you guys know what I'm talking about there. Let's not look at Dr. Barry. Oops, 1 second here. My bad. Let's look at actually the definition of veganism. And let's drink up. Drink up, I'll drink too. And you see, it's an ethical stance against animal cruelty. So, I don't know. If you're looking at this definition, probably not vegan, you know. So anyway, I'm not gonna make, if you know, say I'm not saying this would ever happen, but say like vegan zombie or Hinch herbivore would eat some truffles, you won't see me making a video calling them out or anything, you know. But you know, it's kind of a sort of a you know, I hate to say gray area because it sounds like there's, you know, some subjectivity in that whole issue. So anyway, yeah, good point there, V. Okay, I gotta get back to my correct window here. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, heft. Yeah, actually, yeah. Fungi. Yeah, truffles are fungi, like mushrooms. So they're not technically plants, not technically animals. They're they have some attributes of both, kind of, but they don't have brains. They don't have mothers, central nervous systems, but they are have more complicated life than any of us could ever imagine. Fungi. Should vegans avoid watching animals have animals as characters? Hey, I don't know what to say about stuff like that. How would you even know beforehand if you're watching a movie and all of a sudden there's an animal? Like, whoa, gotta go now, you know? That sounds kind of not very practicable to implement into your life. Peter is a fun guy. Someone said, Heft, you are correct. What did Heft say? Truffles are basically animals themselves. Yeah, not plants, being fungi and all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, big squirrel nuts. You're not causing any harm to the dog or pig. Here's the technical issue, though. I agree with you, big squirrel nut. That you have some reasonable points there. But if we pull up the definition once again, it's not only cruelty, there's exploitation. So by if you're going by this as your definition of veganism, I'm not saying you have to. You know, if you don't like this definition, anyone, you don't have to follow. Just one I pull up because it's very, you know, it covers a lot of bases here. Hey, I used a baseball analogy. Anyway, what I'm saying is that by definition, if you're utilizing an animal to help you locate something, that is, you know, it's not cruelty. You can treat it with love, but it is a form of exploitation, using their services to benefit you. You know, using someone else's work or efforts to gain benefit from them to you. So technically, if you're being really nitpicky on the definitions here, there's a definite argument to be made for exploitation. It's not as exploitative as, say, you know, keeping an animal in captivity, raising for slaughter, that kind of thing, you know. So I'm just saying it's a kind of a gray area of sorts. Anyway, K. Farnan, you fell for the raw vegan diet a few years ago. Yeah, I tried it for a while too, so that's why I'm not picking on anyone who's raw. I'm just trying to warn people who are raw. There's more to it than they may have ever thought, you know, as far as like the downsides. Anyway, big squirrel nut. So if the rice is farmed with like a yak or buffalo, who does that? Does that still happen? Maybe like in really small scale rice agriculture. Do people even do that anymore? As far as like the rice we end up buying, I'm just asking. I mean, that is a form of exploitation there for sure. If you want to like get nitpicky on the definitions, but it's as far as possible and practicable. So if you live in a I don't know what to say. It sounds kind of mean when I say like a third world country, developing country, where, you know, farmers don't have much capital to have like more modern methods. Is it possible or practical to get all your rice from like non-animal exploited sources? Maybe not. That's what I'm saying. There's not a full-on right or wrong answer there, I don't think. Oh, thanks, Atomic Vegan. Thanks for the weekly pizza cult dues. Maybe we'll get some kind of pizza tonight, maybe. It's been a while. Thank you so much, though, AJ. Much appreciated. And you're right, AJ. Palm oil. Whole can of worms when we're talking about coconut palm oil, too. How, in many ways, it's produced and harms orangutan populations. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that are very complicated. You know, it's, you know, we try our best to be, mindful of everything, but you know, it's overwhelming. That's why I don't like to overwhelm everyone, especially new vegans. Just try your best, your best. The basic thing you can do is, far as possible and practical. If you live in like a developing nation and your rice is harvested with a guy pulling it with a yak, if that's the only way you can eat the rice rather than eating the yaks and the cows and stuff like that, it's the best you can do. Yeah, I've only had truffles a handful of times too, Wesker. I like to think of one distinct time in my life I've ever had a truffle before. No, I don't even think I ate the truffle that day, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I don't even know if I've ever had truffles. I remember smelling them. I was at like a Michelin star restaurant in Northern California, and they brought them out. I think I sniffed them, but I didn't want to like spend even more money. It was already outrageously expensive to eat there. This is a long time ago. It's before we started our channel. Yeah, big scroll notes. Part of being a good vegan is try your best to know your sources and go from there. But I can't imagine most people can know all their sources all the time. Yeah, someone who's really that makes that their thing can do it. But yeah, for most people, you're not going to know every last source of everything. Monkey picked oolong tea leaves? Wow, Uncle, I've not even heard of that. Would you order the McVegan burger? I'm not a fan of McDonald's to begin with, so I probably wouldn't order it, just not out of a form of protest. I just don't like going into McDonald's anyway. I mean, if that's something you like to do, if McDonald's is kind of a part of your life or convenient for you, whatever, do it. I'm not gonna make a video saying, hey, some vegan ordered a McDonald's burger, shame on them, they're bad. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I personally and Angie, we have no love for McDonald's. I have no nostalgic feeling, intuitive eating for McDonald's, so I don't see myself getting a McVegan burger. However, if I'm out at like 2 a.m. and everything's closed, I just saw a concert or band play, and I'm going past a McDonald's that has the McVegan burger, I might be tempted then, when there's very few options. I might, if I'm starving and I don't want to wait an hour to get home and eat at 3 a.m, I might do it then. It'd have to be a weird circumstance, but I wouldn't like intentionally head to McDonald's like right now if they had one, which they don't. Yeah, you have a great point there. Art by Alex Bunch. Economics. Yeah, not everyone has, like, say the rice that they might have a choice to buy the more ethically sourced rice or whatever ingredient we're talking about there. You have a good point, Alex. Yeah, as far as possible and practicable, if it means that you're going to have to starve because you can't afford the more ethical source, that's not what the definition of veganism is talking about here. It's not asking you to starve. It's just if you have to get a less ethical source because that's all you could afford to survive and not die, do the best you can. You have a great point there. Yeah, Jenna, that's a good point. A lot of animals in movies, at some points, sometimes they're CGI and sometimes they're props too. Sometimes they'll show a real animal, then if something bad happens to it, it's a prop or something like that. And it says no animals are harmed in the production. Not always, but most legit movies have that disclaimer at the end. VLAM, yeah, like me. I've not eaten at McDonald's since going vegan. There's nothing for me there. Even maybe in Hong Kong the fries are vegan, but here in the United States we're backwards here. It's the only country in the world where the fries aren't vegan. I have no reason to go there. Happy to make an exception for the McPlant if it ever comes to your area or my area, huh? Oh, I don't know. Dr. Greger has a new book coming out in 2023. What's this one going to be called? Is it going to have something to do with how not to die or diet again? Let me know. I didn't hear about it. I haven't watched too much of his videos lately. Jane Goodall said to never eat palm oil. Well, listen to her. She knows more about wildlife and ecology than most anyone out there. How not to age. Interesting. How not to age. Well, that's going to be a pretty bold claim there. I'm really interested to check that out now because we all know, veganism, whole food plant-based, is not some kind of like elixir of immortality or preventing aging or anything like that, but it can help. It doesn't have to, it can though. Wesker, no, he haven't had any fast food in 6 years unless you count Chipotle. I can totally relate. Yeah, for me, out here, you probably don't have it where you at. Del Taco. That's it for me. Chipotle, Del Taco. And sometimes now, on occasion, I'll get the orange chicken at Panda Express. But, you know, probably done that maybe 5 times or so in the past year or two. Yep, so we're all aging. There's nothing veganism could do about that, you know? Art by Alex. Eat raw. Only way not to age. Just kidding. I know, huh? Yeah, vegans don't age, right, Uncle? No, raw vegans don't age. At least that's what they say. Like, guys, so look at me. He's all lit, you know, with this filter. I look like I'm 20. And it's the filter. You can tell. I know that look. It's so obvious. The way it's like just takes all the contrast out and smooths your skin down. It's very obvious. Good night, Stephanie. Thanks for being with us here tonight. Stephanie Simpson. I don't know what you're talking about there, Dr. Crispy. Cool, Sarah. That's the attitude there. That is a definite positive, healthy attitude there. I just figure, you know, this is an experiment, living, you know, especially if you're like, you know, like different, you know, like I am vegan and stuff like that. You know, it's like what you see is like what's handed to you by society as the image of what someone looks like in their 40s or 50s or 60s. And, you know, I just shatter. I don't even care. I'm just doing my own thing. I know I don't look like your average 55. I'm not talking about like age, like how youthful I'm just anything. Like your average 55 doesn't have like a weird K-pop haircut, you know, play basketball against 19-year-olds. And, you know, I'm just making my own life, I'm just being me. And I'm being, you know, as honest and authentic to myself as I am. I'm not trying to conform or adhere to what society is saying. Hey, here's what a man your age needs to do. Here's the kind of jobs that are appropriate, the kind of haircut and clothing. If you're in your 50s, don't go to the cool hip clothing stores. Come to our department store and buy the older dude clothes. That's not exciting at all, you know. So just do your own thing, you know. March to your own drummer. Oh, Terry, when I go to Del Taco, I don't get the hot sauce. I just get the bean burrito without the cheese. Just beans and rice, I guess it is. And the green sauce, but I don't put any hot sauce from Del Taco. The El Scorcho or whatever they call it, it's pretty hardcore. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, I just figure I'm just going to do my own thing. I've always been like that. I never care what someone says, here's what you're supposed to do. It's like, okay, everyone can go do that if they want. I'm going to just figure it out on my own and, you know, see how I do. I mean, yeah, follow science. I'm not like a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but I'm just saying as far as like how to live, how I should be, what things I should value. Really, Alex, Taco Bell is formulating their own vegan meat. That'd be great, because right now they're using Beyond Meat in some of their stuff, and those items are a little bit more expensive than I'd like. You know, so that's why I just get the bean and rice burrito, because it's like way cheaper. Because I look for a value, you know, especially fast food. Who wants to go to fast food for 2 people and spend like $18 or something like that? I'd rather spend closer to $9 or $10. Making me hungry for Del Taco now, guys. Maybe I'll go to Del Taco after this. Yannicki, you're a month in your 50s now. Awesome. Impossible beans? No, they have some kind of impossible meat at Del Taco and they have like an impossible meat in their burritos and tacos there. Yeah, most of those fake meats are quite oily. Typically like some kind of like coconutty oil, something that's high in saturated fat that doesn't agree with my blood test. So another reason why I'm not a big fan of all those kind of fake meat things, you know. The new Kraft vegan mac and cheese? No, I have not tried that yet, Angry Vegan. Have you had it? And let me know what you think. Is it like, how is it compared to like other vegan mac and cheeses you've tried? Like say from maybe Daya or Amy's or something like that. Let's see. What's that, Uncle? Hot cocoa and Dandy's vegan mini marshmallows. That sounds good. You have some for us? I'll take that right now if you have some. That'd be cool. You getting hungry for tacos, AJ Vantage? Huh? Yeah, I mean, we're spoiled here in Southern California. Me and Uncle and Angie, man. Yeah, there's just great Mexican food all around, and a lot of great vegan Mexican food, and great like Mexican fast food like Del Taco, Taco Bell. Well, I wouldn't consider those to be like Mexican fast food, like Taco Bell. It's just kind of like, there's nothing really all that Mexican about Taco Bell other than the ingredients. Yeah, what is the best vegan mac and cheese? Why don't you guys share your thoughts there? I don't have a favorite to share, so you guys can share yours here. Art by Alex Bunch. It's the crispy melt taco, but it's still being tested. But yeah, you're Mexican, so yeah, there's better. Yeah, my favorite is kind of like a place that's not one of these like corporate fast food places, but like there's often like Mexican restaurants that have a separate vegan menu. That's what I like, the authentic stuff. Gracias Madre. Technically not a Mexican restaurant, but all the foods they're is Mexican oriented. They try to make authentic like recipes on like Del Taco and stuff like that, and it's like a gourmet kind of quality. Okay, I see some thoughts there. Annie's. Maybe that's what I meant when I said Amy's. Annie's. I don't know. It's been a while since I got a mac and cheese product. Homemade, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Cena Vegan. You know what I'm talking about, Art by Alex. Yeah, Cena Vegan. We don't get to eat them too much. They're a fast food, what's that called? Food truck. They do pop-ups. They go to, they do events and stuff like that. Yeah, Cena Vegan. Delicious stuff there. Yeah, great food, great company. If you want to call them a company, a small family-run business. Frozen one is Amy's. I get them all mixed up. Annie's, Amy's. Yeah, Angie has some kind of mac and cheese sort of recipe too in one of the books. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, AJ. I was gonna say I thought Angie had one, but I kind of forget what's in her book. I don't know why. Probably because she hasn't made that in quite a while too. Yeah, I'm with you, VLAM. Yeah, it's not something we eat all that often. Yeah. Kind of a lot of work for what you get, I think. Oh, I didn't know that, Alex. Thanks. Cena Vegan, who I was just talking about, has a location in downtown Los Angeles for pickup now. If anyone is ever there, it's worth it. Okay, tell me, Alex, how do I place the order? Do I just go to their website and find an app or something like that? Or let me know, because I'll do that, because that'll be cool. I am in downtown LA sometimes, even though there's a lot of things I can get there, like Burger Lords and stuff like that. But let me know, because that'd be cool. Next time I'm downtown, I'll keep that in mind. We don't have any plans for Thanksgiving, Terry, so I don't know. We'll probably just have something on our own here, most likely. We don't really celebrate too many holidays, to be honest with you. We're weird people. Like I said, we kind of marched our own drummer kind of thing. We're not big on holidays. Kind of like apathetic or ambivalent towards holidays. We don't hate them, but we don't love them. We're just kind of like, we just go through them kind of. I don't know what you guys think about us being like that, but we're just kind of weird about holidays. All of them. It's not just Thanksgiving, like St. Patrick's Day, whatever, I'm just all holidays. I'm just kind of, whatever, it's cool, but I'm not going to really do much, Again, I'm not against them, not for them, just kind of ambivalent towards holidays. I am weird. Okay. Yeah, some people love holidays, like Halloween. I didn't really do much, I'm a weird person. I know I'm a weird person. Dr. Crispy, I don't know. That's just a coin toss, What's that, Uncle? You see, Annie's has a box version of vegan mac. Yeah, there's the boxed ones where you boil, then there's frozen ones. Yeah. Sarah, yeah, yay to the weirdos, huh? Okay, so how to order from Cena Vegan, says Alex. Online, yes, their website. From when I saw last, they have tamales during the holidays. Yes! That's okay. That's one thing I like about holidays, guys. If you live in an area with a lot of Mexican food options, you might see tamales pop up during the holidays. So yes, we love to secure a nice supply of tamales for the holidays. So thank you so much for sharing that, Alex. I will have to keep my eye. Oh, they have a Whittier location? No way. I have to go look. What's their website, Alex? Is like, should I just Google Seen a Vegan? Because my mom lives not too far from Whittier. I'm out in that area like every week or two. So let me know. Because that would be awesome if I could get some tamales in Whittier. Wow, that's gonna make so. Like I said, there's good and bad things about the holidays. There's one thing I like about the holidays, not the holiday itself, but that there's tamales, these authentically delicious Mexican tamales during the winter season. So yes, I'm stoked. See, I'm not all anti-holiday. I have mixed feelings. Did we get any trick-or-treaters? I don't know. We went out that night, so I have no idea. Hopefully not, because we weren't here and we tried to make it kind of unappealing, turn like the porch light off and stuff. VLAM, okay, I'm not a weirdo. You're a weirdo too, like me. You don't like holidays either. Yeah, most holiday celebrations are mainly for children, except for like St. Patrick's Day and Cinco de Mayo, drinking holidays like that. But yeah, most of them, I guess, are best experienced with children or kids, whatever. We don't have them. So anyway, Sarah, you don't mind chilling with your fam during the holidays, but the whole commercial gift exchange thing, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know. It's always like, gifts, like, I just want to see people. I don't want to like have gifts and stuff. I don't need any weird junk things. I don't want to buy weird junk things for people. Just let's hang out. Keep holidays weird. Yeah. I'm with you, Wesker. I could easily, me and Angie get 8-10 tamales, the two of us, and have that in a sitting. Yeah, it's fun to make some extra like rice and beans on the side and make it more of a meal, but I could just eat tamales all holidays, That's worth putting on a couple pounds for us if you can get a good supply of tamales. I'll eat them for Thanksgiving too. If I can find some tamales for Thanksgiving, maybe that's what we'll do. Then eat them again for Christmas. More reason to just keep eating tamales. But I don't have a favorite holiday. I really detest 4th of July. I just downright hate it because here in Long Beach, people just blow crap up. It's really, really bad. I know you guys all say it happens everywhere. No, it's really, really bad here. Really bad. It's gotten worse since like COVID too. It just really sucks. The cats hate it. People with PTSD, like vets, not veterinarians, veterans, dislike it. Just people wanting to sleep. People have babies. It's just a horrible situation here. Let's see. I'm kind of neutral about Thanksgiving. It's not really my fave. I kind of dislike it more than I like it because it's kind of a celebration of killing turkeys, sort of. That's what it's been morphed into. Let's see, Uncle, what's that? Trader Joe's has a holiday vegan stuffed turkey loaf. Has anybody tried it? Is it any good? Let's see if anyone has answered it. Sarah, it was good. Very rich, a treat. Okay, I'll think about that, sir, because like I said, we don't know what we're going to do for Thanksgiving. Shall we get something to kind of mildly limp in and participate into the holiday celebrations, or shall we just eat normally like we do, make some Tuscan kale pilaf? I don't know. So I want to see what options there are. So I'll think about that. Yeah, would it be good with the cranberries, huh? Next question. What's that, Vila? I'm reading about COP27 and seeing adverts telling you to buy more stuff because holiday is really doing my head in. Wait, what's COP27? I thought I saw, was it you or someone else mentioned that earlier? It's not ringing a bell. Please fill me in, or maybe I know what it is, but tell me. Yeah, that's cool, sir. Good idea. I think that's what we all have done in the past. Just make the sides, right? You don't need to have some kind of vegan turkey or thing. Just make all the sides. We love all the sides, like potatoes, put a great gravy on it, like the Rick Rubin special gravy. Maybe make some mashed potatoes if we want to go to the extra work. All the cranberries, some of the veggies that go along with it. That could be fun. Macho Super Hetero, you're back. You are ANCAP, right? You're ANCAP, whatever, 66 or 77 or whatever. ANCAP, huh? Macho. No, I didn't see your question, so why don't you ask it again? Yeah, that's totally ANCAP, right? I mean, it's the same. He's saying the same thing. I could probably look last week and see that same quote. Did you see my question? Like, who asked that other than the same person? Leave ANCAP. Oh, the UN Climate Conference. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, bean casserole sounds good. Yeah, poor ANCAP, huh? That's great, Dr. Crispy. Do you have a question for us besides that? That's just kind of trolly. Do you want to ask us a real question, Dr. Crispy Johnson? Because we don't like trolls in our live chat, so you can redeem yourself now if you want to participate in the proper way. I haven't had any Beyond Steak chunks. ANCAP, just ask your question again. And if I have to tell you to ask your question again another time, we're going to block you. Yeah, Sarah, just let him or her ask the question. I think he's here to troll us, so we waste 20 minutes like we did last week, waiting for him or her to say, I asked the question, did you see it? No, we're not going to play that game a second or third time. You can't fool me a third time, whatever, how that dumb expression goes. So ask your question. If you say one more time, I made a question, just ask it. This is your last chance, macho super hetero / ANCAP. If you have a question, ask it. If I see anything saying I'm not trolling or did you see my question, I'm going to put you in timeout. So you can ask it right now. This is your only time. Oh, VLAM, Macho asked if I went vegan because of free will. No, someone put a gun in my head. Of course. Like, like, how would you go vegan otherwise? Like, how does someone go vegan not through free will? I don't even understand what that means. Like, hey, you're gonna go vegan, we're gonna blow your head off. Like, no, you go vegan because you want to not exploit animals. I don't understand how. That's a strange question. Influence of the media. Well, even so, you can learn things from, say, me. I'm the media. I'm on YouTube. You can learn things from me, the media, and from them. I mean, I'm just giving information and thoughts. I process ideas and arguments, and I produce content. So I'm the media. So maybe someone watched one of my videos and went vegan because of that. Is that because of the evil influence of the media is trying to change? No. I mean, there's media out there saying, don't eat vegetables. We just saw a popular YouTube doctor just come out and make a video last month saying, never eat vegetables. They're bad for you. That's the media. So, I mean, the media gives us thoughts and ideas. Some of them are complete crap, not reflecting any scientific consensus whatsoever. But anyway, yeah. But no, I came to a decision there was no YouTube back when I went vegan. There was, I guess there was. It was like maybe 2-3 years old or something like that. I went vegan in 2010. I think YouTube started, 2007 or 8 or something like that. I don't think there was much vegan, if any vegan content. I wasn't watching any vegan content online at the time. So I came to the realization on my own that I wanted to be vegan. Yeah, that's me, Yannicki. Vegan before there was media. Talk about before there was any media. Angie went vegan in or at least vegetarian in the 1980s. Dr. Crispy, what veg are bad for you? I'm going to watch the video. We were checking it out a little bit earlier. Let's see if we can continue on another second or two and see what veggies are bad for us. Let's see. We'll hear another second or two here.
Reasons of why you may be one of the few people who should either severely limit.
Okay, it was 2005. Thank you, Peter. And I think it was like maybe 2008-ish or so when Google bought them. Maybe that's the numbers. Anyway,
the intake of plants, whether they're vegetables, fruits, or others, or you may need to eliminate them completely from your diet. So let's dig into this. So the first reason is that it seems like many people, and I'm one of these people, I've been virtually plant-free in my diet for the last 3.5 years. And that means no vegetables, no fruits, virtually no nuts, no seeds. I've been eating just fatty red meat and eggs, occasional chicken and pork, and seafood. That has been the entirety of my diet. And I have not developed any vitamin or nutrient deficiencies. I actually feel better now at 53 years of age than I felt in my early 30s.
Okay, I mean, that's just like me talking about my blood test or something like that. You know, it's like, that's not science. And I at least come out and say, like, yeah, when I'm showing my blood test, I'm just sharing my experience. But nowhere did I say, hey, you have to do what I'm doing or something like that, because this is like the way to do it. But I mean, yeah, okay, he can say he's eaten that way 3 years and he's doing well, but that's not science. I mean, why would you eat a certain way because one guy did something for 3.5 years and you take that to be some kind of fact? Yeah, I mean, it's his example. He has every right to share this, for sure. I'm not saying he shouldn't have said that. He has every right to share his personal experience, but to expect that to be the argument as why you out there, who are everyone who's not him, should give up vegetables too, that's a bit of a stretch. Anyway, we'll keep going. I'll continue with that and make a response video. Looks like he had a stroke. Let's check it out, Wesker. Like one side of his face ain't working right. Let's check it out.
So I think the first problem for some of us, not everyone, the first problem for some of us is that vegetables just contain too many carbohydrates. And these come in the form of digestible, soluble carbohydrates.
Too many carbohydrates. I mean, what is too many and what's wrong with too many carbohydrates? Let's go a little bit more. I'm curious now. Like, what's the problem? Like, yeah, plants contain carbohydrates. They also contain protein and fat too. But what's the horrible thing that's going to happen from eating carbohydrates? I'm curious because I eat tons of carbohydrates. Been doing so for 12 years, and I'm not sick and dead yet. Let's see.
It's like sugars and starches. But then for some of us, even the fiber in these vegetables and other plants cause problems down the line, further down the digestive line. And so for some...
Study! Show me the study! What problems? Like what? Do you have any science? I'm just curious. And is this something that affects just a few people, or is it a common thing? If you eat fiber, it's predominantly gonna cause, you know, it's normal to get some kind of problem. Again, cite some freaking studies.
Some of us, we need to eat such a low carb diet that vegetables are just too high in carbohydrates.
Some of us, okay, maybe there are some people that need to eat a low carb diet. Maybe you have some kind of weird medical issue, you have to eat a low carb diet. Okay, all right. So, but you're saying don't eat veggies anymore. You said I'm wrong about veggies. Maybe for him, and does he have to eat a low carb diet? Like, I'm just curious, who has to eat a low carb diet? I'm just curious, not to say there's no reason out there, but I'm just not sure what that is.
And so, if you've stalled on your weight loss journey, or you're having some kind of weird inflammation that you just can't get a handle on, it may be time for you to try the challenge that I talk about later in this video. For many of us...
So what? Eating potatoes and legumes causes inflammation? Is that what he's saying? Again, show me the studies about eating foods like potatoes and bananas cause inflammation. I would love to see that study. I mean, is that the general scientific consensus?
The vitamins and minerals, which plants are full of, there's no doubt about that. So if you look up on the USDA Food Data Central database, you'll see that vegetables like cabbage and kale and spinach are full of vitamins and minerals. But the problem is that for many of us, they're not bioavailable. They're not.
Oh, really? For many of us, you can't extract nutrients from plants? Like, how common is this? He says, for those of us that have studied philosophy, particularly logic, we know that the word many has it's a very vague meaning. What many means, it just means at least one person. What's it called? The existential or I forgot what it's called. It's been a long time. It just means there exists some. You can get away with the word many as long as someone has it. Doesn't mean like it has to be a majority of people or anything like that. So he's right. Maybe some people have issues, but how many? How common? Tell me, Dr. Berry, what percentage of the human population is just physically unable, biologically, digestively unable to extract nutrients from plants? I mean, this has got to be a super rare thing. So therefore, all of us should never eat plants because like maybe a fraction of a percent of people can't get nutrients from plants in their digestive processes.
Not bioabsorbable. Even though they're in there, we don't have access to them. So all the iron, for instance, that's found in spinach, most humans only absorb about 1% of the iron that's actually in the spinach.
Does he have a study for that? And maybe if that he's saying most, that means over 50%, like 50.001% or more. And apparently that probably is enough, because most people, as far as I know, aren't iron deficient. And I thought I read that even though people are getting iron from plants and animals, standard American diet, I thought they're getting like a majority of their iron from the plants anyway.
And what makes it so difficult to absorb many of the vitamins and minerals found in plants is that plants also contain something called anti-nutrients.
Ah! I knew he was going to go to the anti-nutrients. Yeah. How many videos do I have to make responding to these anti-nutrients people? Yeah, it's going to bring up the lectins and all that crap. Like, yeah, who eats an uncooked raw legume? It's impossible. You can't. What I've shown, you guys have seen me pull like Harvard T-Chan School of Public Health, a much more trustworthy source of medical information than some random YouTube guy here. And this shows that these anti-nutrients in plants become deactivated once you cook them. Once you boil your beans, it's a non-issue. Preparing the food makes the food available. We're not eating a dry, hard bean. This is nonsense.
This can range from phytates to lectins to oxalates to tannin.
We've talked about oxalates. We've talked about all these.
To protease inhibitors to phytoestrogens. And all of these things make it very difficult for humans to absorb the vitamins and minerals out.
I seem to be having very little problem absorbing the vitamins and minerals. Maybe I'm a genetic freak, huh?
Of many plants.
I mean, this is complete nonsense. I mean, come on. If it were normal for people to not be able to extract nutrients from plants, how come you have so many health organizations from around the planet here? Canada, Britain, Australia, United States, saying the same thing, that appropriately planned vegan diets provide the nutrients you need. It doesn't say, oh, but you can't get them. They're not bioavailable for you. I mean, yeah, maybe for a small percentage of people, but he's making this sound like this is like common. Like most people can't extract nutrients from plants. And if he were right, how can all these guys here how can all these people here, all these organizations of health professionals be saying this? Is he saying this is false? This is like a lie, and don't believe a British National Health Service? No, listen to Dr. Barry. Dr. Barry there in Tennessee has it all figured out. Most people can't extract nutrients from plants. Ryan from Happy Healthy Vegan should be dead, but he's a genetic freak. And these British National Health Service and dietitians in Canada are completely wrong. And this is, it just sucks how anyone can pretty much say anything and on the internet, and not cite any studies. I mean, I'm not even a medical doctor. When I make a claim, I know I'm not an authority in health and nutrition and science. You shouldn't listen to me. I show you what others have said, not other YouTubers or quacks or anything. I show you like organizations of health professionals, scientific consensus and studies. I just don't make crap up and just say, hey, I had trouble digesting bananas or potatoes, so you shouldn't eat potatoes either. Everyone stop eating all plants. Yeah, I'm with you, sir. I'm not an expert. I have experience to know this is complete nonsense. My own personal 12 years of eating plants says otherwise. And again, maybe I'm a genetic freak, but no, I'm not a freak. It turns out I'm a quite normal human being who can properly extract nutrients from plants. It's not that hard. I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, this is going to be a response video for sure. Again, why can't people show their sources? Why do people just say stuff and I guess they know most people are just going to go along with them and believe it. I mean, especially if you're saying something that's so contrary to common sense and what you've been hearing from like your doctors and health professionals for all these years, like eat your vegetables. And I say, no, don't eat your vegetables. Just eat meat all day. I'm a genetic weirdo and a freak, guys. Yes. I'm a freak and genetic weirdo. But no, I'm not. Now I know I'm not. You know, when you see information like this, I know I'm not a freak. I'm not a genetic weirdo. Well, I'm a genetic weirdo being, what, 3/4 Chinese and almost 6'5". That is kind of, I'm in like the top 1% there. He's an MD. That's all people care. Well, the thing is, he's just one person. I mean, how much study and education and experience does he really put in it? Experience beyond just, I ate this way for 3 years. Like experience meaning doing actual research, publishing, debating your points of view at conferences amongst your peers. No, he's just saying, hey, I ate this way for 3.5 years, make YouTube videos, and listen to me. I'm a doctor with this nice, charming Southern accent. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a trustworthy guy. Just listen to me. Cool, thanks for sharing that, Dr. Crispy. All people here, any orientation, preference, LGBTQ, whatever, everyone is welcome here in the Happy Healthy Vegan live stream. We show no prejudice, discrimination, unless you're totally being a troll and a mean person. That's who we are prejudiced and discriminatory against. Yeah, if you have some kind of medical issue, Vinlaw, yeah, if you are already type 2 diabetic, you might not be able to eat the way that I eat. I fully understand that. But he's not saying that. But the thing is, we're having to read into his thoughts, which is not our job. It's his job to present his case as clearly as possible so people can understand his health information and health advice he's giving. He seems to be talking to all people, not just like diabetics. Yeah, I'm with you, Jan. I've never heard of too much carbohydrates. And yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're just eating refined sugars, like nothing, just carbohydrates, no fat, no protein, no other nutrients, just carbohydrates. Yeah, he'd have a point, but that's, who eats that way? That's just a complete straw man. Yeah, yep, Peter, yeah, Dr. Neil Bernard, diabetes specialist. Talk about people who have published in the field of diabetes. Yeah, that's who I would listen to, rather than someone who's just like, hey, I ate no plants for 3 years. I'm an expert all of a sudden, even though he doesn't have any professional knowledge other than I ate this way for 3 years. Again, I didn't see any studies cited, no professional health organization cited. Just, hey, I ate this way for 3 years. And a lot of people have trouble processing carbs, even though he doesn't give any data on that. Yeah, Samuel, it's hard to judge someone by their appearance. You know, it could be the lighting or something like that. Let's see how he looks again. I don't want to judge his appearance, but yeah, you're saying he looks kind of red. That could just be lighting. I could make myself look red too with different lighting. Maybe he's got some sun too. You know, you can control color, temperature. See, I can make myself red. Let's do it right now. Here, I'll make myself really red. Let's see, just to prove a point. Where is my stuff here? Let's see if this will do it. Oh no, that's not it. Let's see. How about if I saturate it more? See, I'm getting more red now. You know, I can make, you know, so it's like, you know, lighting and controlling, like, you know, color, temperature, and saturation can affect your visual appearance, you know, so yeah. So, is that the real James Aspie there? I'm always doubtful when I don't see like a check mark or someone that comes regularly. Like, I know if I see Hinch Herbivore, it's Hinch Herbivore. I can tell how he comports. Is that the right word? How he communicates. So if you have anything you want to say, James, go for it. Oh, Uncle, that's cool. You found an accidentally vegan licorice. Cool. Panda black licorice. Never heard of that. Okay, Samuel. Okay, yeah, I guess your eye is in tune with color as well. I mean, it just looks like he's out in the sun, doesn't it? It just looks like he's tweaking. You know, he's out in the sun. I don't know. You know, too. I've been trying to put. I have been putting a moisturizing SPF moisturizer on my face since summer. Just trying to. I learned that's like, well, that's if you want to have the best biohack for reversing age, is to this is a study shown, like, comparing people's faces over a year using sunscreen versus not sunscreen, and yeah, this is the best hack there is. Just putting some SPF on your face. That's a good question there, Peter, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty bad about the neck. I guess my neck's doing all right. I should cover my neck a little more. I just put some on the cheeks, nose, up here, and call it a day in the morning. It's been kind of my routine. When I get up, go to the bathroom, put the stuff on my face, and I'll often forget to reapply it if I'm going to go outside, like later on in the afternoon and drive around or something like that. Yeah, VLAM, it's important, always forgetting. That's why routine, make it part of your routine. That's the best advice I could give you, because I'm so forgetful. Seriously, I forget. So if you make something part of your routine, I even forget sometimes when it's part of my routine. Sometimes my routine will get knocked off track. Something weird will happen in the morning. But I try to just make that part of my morning routine. Wake up, put the sunscreen, moisturizer on. Now I have smooth skin. It's all smooth, protecting my skin. And when I go surfing, I'll put even more on. Put on my arms and stuff, But that's only when I go surfing. I really go hardcore like that. Nikki, you must be in the southern hemisphere, I'm guessing, by 40 degrees. Are you talking about 40 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius? I was assuming you're talking about Celsius there. Dr. Crispy, are you trolling us? We just told you on this live stream, on this channel, we welcome people of all orientations. We are not bigoted or discriminatory against anyone of any kind. Unless you're a hater troll, then we are not friends of yours. Yeah, James Ashby just popped in, popped out, huh? Wow, what's that, Jana, about China has at least one unusually basketball player that you know of? What's that? Okay, UK. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, earlier in the year when you guys were having heat waves. Yeah, even when it's not hot, though. I mean, in the summertime, the sun's rays are strong, whether it's 40 degrees Celsius out or 25 degrees. You're going to have a UV factor of 10 in the middle of summer. You still got to put that on, even if it's nice and cool. Yeah, temperature doesn't relate to the power of the sun's rays, UV rays. Oh, and yeah, China's had some really tall basketball players, like Yao Ming is the great example there, yeah. Henry, my thoughts on intermittent fasting. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a hater of it. I know it works for some people. I know some people here in our chat are fans of it. I just don't find it useful for my lifestyle. I don't know how I would just have one meal a day or something like that. I mean, I sort of intermittently fast without even trying. When I wake up in the morning, I don't eat. I'll do my things in the morning, my routine, put my sunscreen on and all that. And then I go and work out. On my home gym, I go out for 45 minutes and work out. When I go to the gym today, when I was on the basketball court, I'm there for an hour and a half, sometimes 2+ hours. And only then, after doing all that stuff, I come back and I make my first smoothie. So that's my only kind of intermittent fast. But it's just because I don't like working out with a bunch of food jiggling in my belly. I'm not trying to intermittent fast or get shredded abs or something like that. But yeah, if it works for you, intermittent fasting, go for it. But yeah, it doesn't really, that's not my kind of thing. Yeah, Dr. Crispy Johnson, yeah, stop trolling, please. Yeah, that's not the right thing to say, that vegans have a thing against LGBTQ people or anything like that. That's just crazy. Okay, did you do something, Uncle? Did you hit like, or do we need to do something about Dr. Crispy? Because if you are going to go down that road, you'll be banned instantly. We have zero tolerance for hate speech of any kind. Let's just look at the rules really quick here. Let's look in. Number one, no personal attacks, harassment, racism, sexism, ageism. Violate that, you will be banned immediately. We have zero policy. So now that we've dealt with Dr. Crispy, any other questions before I get going here? I've been on 2 hours and 44 minutes tonight, guys. Wow, I'm rocking tonight. I got to join back with my wife and figure out some kind of dinner plan for tonight. Maybe I'll go to Del Taco. No, I just went there not that long ago, I thought. It wasn't this week. It was probably last week. I had a little water burp there. That was like my little motion I did there. A little water burp. A long live stream, huh? Sorry, you missed the past few. The World Series messed you up. 24-hour live stream. Oh, the World Series didn't mess you up. It messed you up from your schedule of being here with me on my live streams. Our live streams. We're all here. It's our live stream on Fridays. Well, AJ, that's the United States, right? Yeah. Wow. It's gone up to 2,000? Really? Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's one reason why I'm still being cautious. Don't want to be part of that stat or have my mom be part of that stat. So yeah. Nothingness. Yeah, what's my plan to lower the LDL? That's why I knew for the past several blood tests, my LDL has been over 100. So instead of waiting any longer, I went to meet with a cardiologist, vegan cardiologist, several weeks ago. And she ordered this blood test. And there's other things. Tomorrow I'm going to go get a cardio echogram. So I'm gonna get that tomorrow and a few other tests. We're just gonna put it all together and we'll see. I have no idea what's gonna happen yet. She wants to just get a complete picture of what's going on. I had an EKG done when I was there last time when I met with her. Said my heart is fine. The EKG read fine. So she's going to put it all together and we're going to figure out what's the best course of action. Just maybe reduce a certain thing for my diet. I'm not sure what because I ate pretty clean. So that I'll report back to you nothingness. My LDL I think it was 109 on the test from why does the normal range say less than 150? Well, I guess that's normal, but a healthy LDL should be below 100. So 109 is not bad. I don't think any doctor would put you on statins for that. But I just want to see what's going on because I let her know one reason why I'm in there is my dad had a heart attack at 65 and I'm 55, so I'm there for like preventive cardiology intervention, whatever needs to be done. I want to have a professional, experienced doctor give me her best assessment of my risk and what I should be doing. So we'll see. I'll let you know when I know more. But I still have a few more things I need to accomplish before I meet back with her, some more tests, and beyond just the blood labs. So, yeah, I'm with you, nothingness. Yeah, some of us, it's genetic. I know that for a fact, and that might just be the case for me. Even when I was eating raw, my LDL wasn't as low. Even my total cholesterol, you always hear like Dr. Elson, get it below 150. Mine was like 170. I told Dr. Bellaro, there's nothing more I could do. I couldn't remove any more processed food. I was eating completely whole food all the time, mostly raw, and my cholesterol still wouldn't get below 150. So there's some genetic factors, that influence our cholesterol levels. Yep. Genetics play some part, and there's only so much you can do. So we will see. Yeah, Corp Check. Yeah, whole food plant does reduce cholesterol. It does. So if I were not whole food plant-based, if I were junk food plant-based, my LDL would be even higher. If I were eating a standard American diet, as I was on my blood test from 1999, my cholesterol and LDL would be even higher still. So it does help, but it's not a be-all, end-all if you have genetic issues as well. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. I will meet with her a few more weeks still, in a few more weeks. AmLaw, what's that, VLAM? That's cool, Nikki. If you're not having any health issues, I wouldn't bother going to the doctors much either. So, it's not a bad idea to go to the doctors just so you can get a blood test. You need some kind of doctor or health professional to write you a script for a blood test. So that'd be a reason alone just to go get a blood test. And it's not a bad idea to get one done. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to get a blood test, whether you're vegan or not vegan. It says you're vegan, but anyone, just get a blood test once in a while. Let's see, Sarah, you have high familial cholesterol in your fam. Your eating pattern keeps it down. Sounds like me. It's not great, but it's better than, yeah, it's like me. Not great, but better than if I were on some other kind of diet, like a standard American diet or a very, like, saturated fat, plant-based diet. But yeah, hey, Sean Cope, we always come at the end here. I'm going to be going pretty soon. Not quite this exact second, but good to see you, Sean. Oh, thanks, Linda. I think you're talking to me there. Not available. No, garlic has no bearing on that whatsoever. Yeah, my cardiologist didn't say, oh, you got to eat garlic, or anything like that. Yeah, VLM, a lot of things are supposed to help, but, I since my blood test from 18 months ago, I started having, putting, what's that called? Ground flaxseed in my smoothies, a tablespoon roughly every morning. I've been doing that for over a year now, and ground flaxseed has been shown to reduce not only total cholesterol, but LDL cholesterol. Didn't do crap for me. Didn't do anything. So, I was expecting it would go down a little bit. It didn't, so, I could try another plant and see what happens, but, the ground flaxseed, which has been shown by science. I looked at the studies to have these positive effects, but I guess there's only so much I can do diet-wise, because I'm not eating much in the way of saturated fat. Just occasionally when I go out. You do too, huh, Linda? Ground flaxseed every day. Yeah, tablespoon of my smoothies every day. I was expecting it would go down and be under 100. I thought the ground flax, because I remember the study saying it lowered LDL by 10%. I'm going, oh, okay, if it lowers mine 10%, I'll be cool. But no, it didn't do it. So I thought that was going to be the magic bullet right there for me. Silver bullet? So I forgot what it's called. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Yes, hit the like button, everyone. Show the YouTube algorithm that this is something that YouTube should recommend. This channel, this live stream, just let YouTube know that we are cool here. Oh, wow, Surf. Health food store, 1989. Wow. Yeah, that was like the center of vegan and vegetarian information spreading back then. Going to talk to people at health food stores. Imagine a time before the internet, time before YouTube. We have 71 people, but only 66 likes. Hey, good point there, Sean. That's good. Yeah, 68 since you said that. So a couple people. Yes, hit like. Just let YouTube know that this is cool and you want to see more of this. And get us more views. Hey, LGA, how's it going? All right, V, I will bring that up when I meet back with my cardiologist and see what she suggests, because she is the expert in this. Yeah, Dr. Greger is a great source of information, but yeah, he's not a cardiologist himself, but I'll bring that information to her. Yeah, she's on top of all the science. She's a science nerd. That's what I love about her. Very evidence-based science person like myself, but she happens to be a cardiologist, so I will bring that up to her and get her more than her 2 cents, her very educated opinion. But between now and then, yeah, I see what you're saying. I could try it out now, but I won't have a blood test to see if there's any improvement anytime soon. So I'll bring that up to her, though. But yeah, I would go get some right now, but it wouldn't make a difference as far as my meeting with her is going to go. James, why did I stop being a raw fruitarian? I don't know if I was a raw fruitarian. I was doing raw food for about 10 months or so. In 2012 into 2013, I did it because I saw no benefit, and I seemed like a pain in the ass, and I saw no reason to give up perfectly healthy foods like potatoes, legumes, stuff that is not associated with increasing your risk of any disease or shortening your life or anything like that. I saw no reason to give up perfectly healthy, fine foods, like excluding them for no reason. Like, what is there to gain? I could see if I were giving them up, I would be getting something in return. I wasn't getting jack crap. It just seemed like it was making veganism way more difficult than it needs to be. It doesn't have to be like, you always have to be nervous about having ripe fruit and raw, all this stuff all the time. No, just go out sometimes, eat a potato, steam some broccoli. It's not going to shorten your life. That's why, James. Yeah, good point, Uncle. Yeah, I can't hit like more than once. It will remove your first like. So if you hit it an odd number of times, like 1, 3, or 5, or 7 times, or something like that. Janet, it's impossible to watch two things at one time. Let's see, Peter, in the early 90s, there was a restaurant which still exists in your town called Green Cuisine, and that's where you could learn all about things vegetarian. See, that's what we're talking about. Before the internet, you had to go to health food stores or restaurants, yeah, stuff like that. That was the center of all information there. And maybe if you got lucky, you'd find some kind of a pamphlet or magazine or something like that that had information too. But it was really tough going. That's why I said there's no excuse now. There's all the information's out there. Just a matter of finding it through all the noise of Joe Rogan and stuff like that. So James, are you still there, James 681? What'd you think about my answer there about why I'm no longer raw vegan? Going to bed, VLAM? I should be going soon too. It's getting pretty late here. Hitting on a 3-hour live stream here, so I should get going really soon. I'll try to end it up before the actual 3-hour mark here, which we're really getting close to. No, I did not know that, Uncle. Yeah, good night, V. Always good to see you. Thanks, V. I'll see you. I'm not meeting with the cardiologist for several weeks still. So yeah, I still need to get a few more things accomplished before I meet with her. That sounds good, Dark Vegan. Send us some of those spring rolls. Okay, James, yeah, I agree. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, no reason to exclude perfectly healthy foods like potatoes and legumes. And, I always like to tell them, like, why can't I eat steamed broccoli if you're a raw fruitarian? Like, what disease will you get from eating steamed broccoli? Like, it's not destroying a bunch of nutrients or anything either. It's like, there's no reason. It's just ridiculous to have this phobia or demonizing, like, foods that are good for you. I think that's why so many people fail at raw veganism. Not to say everyone does, but a lot of people do because it's just more restrictive. It's by definition more restrictive. It's all these perfectly healthy foods that I depend on that you can't eat, The cardiologist might make me do a treadmill. No, I don't think we're doing anything like that as far as I know. I didn't even see anything like that in her office because I told you I went there already for my first appointment, and I don't think I'll be on a treadmill. Thanks, Linda. Thank you, Linda. Your back sirloin. All right, awesome. I'm going to be going really soon, so just saying. If anyone has a question or two I can answer quickly, I'm down for that. Raw veganism, it's all right. It's cool. It is what it is. But yeah, why give up potatoes for? Why give up legumes for? Why have even the wintertime when it's cold, when you want the warmth of some food, you have to eat all this like room temperature or cold food for? Yeah, rice. Why give up rice and steamed veggies and stuff for? Again, there's no reason. Wow. 15 eggs a day. I did cover some YouTuber that did that a long ago. I remember him being a, quote, genius doctor there. Wow, Nikki, you're watching me when you can't sleep in the middle of the night. Oh my God, I feel kind of bad that I'm doing this to you, but hopefully I'll make you feel chill and mellow and you'll get back to sleep soon. Yeah, I don't know, Uncle. I guess Angie's involved in something else. Yeah, we'll get Angie back on again, particularly on a channel members only live stream. We'll get that happening again soon. Sirloin. I don't want to give any nutrition advice or anything like that, but if you are trying to get in some extra protein on top of your diet, take some kind of protein supplement. Yeah, the Clean Machine Green Protein that I love. One scoop of that's 20 grams extra right there, so that'll get you closer if you're trying to get like a higher amount. All right, what time is it? All right, 2 hours, 58 minutes. I have like my timer is different than yours, 50 seconds. So let's see, one more question here, and we'll call this one a night here. This one will be in the books soon. Let's see if I missed a question already here. No, I think I'm on top of it. All right, one last question. I'll wait. I'll just wait for one more question to come at me. I knew it was late where you're at, Sean. Yeah, just take some kind of plant protein powder if you want to get a few more grams of protein without having to eat a bunch of extra food. Sirloin, if I could make any influencer vegan, who would it be? Wow, that's a good question. Let me think. As much as I dislike the person, let's make Joe Rogan vegan. Wouldn't that be awesome? He has all those millions of followers, the most widely watched and listened to podcast in the world. If that guy could make flip a switch or whatever and become vegan and take back all that nonsense he's said about vegans over the years, that could be huge. Then all of a sudden you'll have all these like bros, these like wannabe toxic masculine bros and all that stuff, like oh, veganism's cool, it's tough to be vegan. I think that would go a long way. Like the Game Changers strive to kind of do that a bit, but if someone like Rogan went vegan, hell yeah. M&M's, that'd be cool, but I think Rogan would have a way more reach. I'm just thinking who would just reach millions and millions of people and they'd listen to him. Rogan, totally. I'd like Rogan to go vegan. I don't know how he would. He likes to hunt. Remember, veganism not just a diet. It's an ethical stance against animal cruelty, and then you eat in a way that reflects that. Those values. So I don't know how it would ever happen. It's just a fantasy, but you asked, so that's my dream there. If somehow I don't know. I think Rogan would be better than Peterson. Rogan has a bigger influence. But yeah, I think others might start going along. Maybe Peterson will go along with him after all. Who knows? But that's what I'm holding space for, Joe Rogan. But I don't think it's ever going to happen. The guy's too stubborn, too much into being this toxic masculine guy. Makes it perceive like if you eat plants, a man will be feminized and all this crap. I don't see him changing his ethical ways. A guy who loves to hunt, how is he going to like, oh, wait, I shouldn't be doing that? He'll just make up more excuses why he should keep hunting. It's good for the ecosystem. There's too many animals out there. He'll just keep making nonsense up. You're right. Peterson is more culty as fans will follow. That's a good point. No, I don't think that would be a bad one. We'd take that too, but I'm still going Rogan number one. And Peterson would be cool too. Wow, Nana. Wow, I'm going right now. I'm going to get going. Good. I'm glad you just woke up out in Italy. Awesome. You're an early riser. Yeah, Uncle. Yeah, duckweed. Yeah, the Clean Machine green protein I take. Yeah, for extra protein for sure. I think that helps get me to where I want to be protein wise right now. Anyway, guys, yeah, that was a good last question there. That was a fun one. Made me think. And yeah, Rogan was the first guy that came to mind, and I'm still sticking with it. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for having another fun live stream here with me, guys. What's that? Peter Hedge Herbivore does live streams at 5 a.m. in the morning sometimes. Yeah, it's hard for me to catch his live streams. Yeah, because of him being in England and me being out here. But yeah, when I do catch him sometimes, I like to hop on and say hello. Yeah, Samuel, good point. Rogan is owned by ButcherBox. He'd have to give that up. He's not really owned by them. They're just his biggest sponsor, but he gets so much money from Spotify, like 100 million, 200 million bucks. He doesn't really need ButcherBox or anything. He just do his own thing now. He's set for life. Generational wealth. Like his great-great-grandchildren will all be millionaires too. So anyway, yeah, I can't think what anything else I want to tell you guys other than I want to thank you. I want to thank Peter for sending me that video of Dr. Barry. That's gold there. I'll check that out. Hopefully I'll have some time, maybe tomorrow, to make that video. So yeah, I'll get it going. I'll try to get one out for you. I have a weird week. I have some appointments. Some of them involve some tests I got to get done for my doctor and stuff. So hopefully I'll get a video out for you next week. I hope so, because the week after that's Thanksgiving, which is going to be a really weird week, as far as people's schedules and all go. But anyway, thanks again. Another great live stream, and we didn't have too many trolls. No one really made it on the poop wall again this week, so who knows what's going on, huh? The haters are not coming like they used to. It's kind of nice. It's kind of relieving and chill. I'll take it, huh? Hope you guys are cool with that too. So thanks, everyone. Thanks all our viewers, new viewers, longtime viewers. Thanks all our channel members, all the happy fam. We really appreciate you guys. It's always cool to see And our see you guys, and our moderators. And we give big thanks to Uncle and Peter for doing your thing, providing nice commentary and humor, and keeping the trolls at bay. We did have a couple little troll incidents, and nothing ever got out of hand. So thanks so much for managing that. So yes, hit like before we go. Again, let YouTube know, hey, this is the kind of content you want to see, and you want YouTube's algorithm to recommend this to everyone. Not only this live stream when they happen, but all our content, because God knows, Lord knows, Buddha knows, we need some help. The algorithm has not been friendly to us for like 3 odd years now. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go join up with my beautiful wife, make some kind of eating plan for this evening, and then just chill out after that. So good night, guys. Thank you so much. And who was it couldn't get back to sleep? Hope you're asleep now. You can't hear what I'm saying at 4 in the morning there in Rome. Hope you're fast sleep. And everyone else, guys, I will see you soon. I'll be back for sure next Friday. So look for hopefully Dr. Barry response video next week. Live stream next Friday. And Angie has a video. I forgot to say she's just got done editing a video too. So yeah, we might have more content next week than I thought. So yeah, we're rocking. We're good. All right, guys. So much love, and I will see you shortly. All right, guys. So where's my button here? All right, guys. Peace out. See you next week.